7:48, it's Elliot in the morning. Your phone number for everything. 866-2-ELLIOT. 866-235-5468. Hello, class.
Hello.
Hey, how are we today?
Good.
Good. I'm in a good mood today.
Why?
We get some snow today. That's why.
Well.
Hey, it's something.
It's
something.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a little dandruff from God, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. Although it's not like, the pictures that are, they're not awesome. It'd be miserable if you were stuck in it. Did you see the pictures out of Buffalo yesterday?
How much did they get?
Well, they got, it was all like lake effect snow off of, Erie. But like cars, they look like they're just frozen blocks of ice. Like, it's nasty.
Oh, that's okay. I know which picture you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where they show the cars and it almost looks like...
Don't park near this lake.
No. Could you imagine trying to chisel out of that?
My mom used to tell me stories like when she was little, living in Buffalo as a kid, where they would have like drifts.
Whoa. Did we just learn something? Did we know Pearl is from the...
As a little kid, she was in Buffalo. Probably till she was like... I don't know, like 9 or something.
And then transferred over to the thriving metropolis of Detroit.
Yeah.
She was the originator of throwing a Bills fan through a table.
But she would say about how, drifts up to the windows. If we wanted to go to the store, we had to open up the window and get out that way.
And slide down, sure.
I was like, all right, that's probably a lie. But...
By the way, I don't. The only reason it even comes to mind is mentioning Detroit. Are they back in school yet? Or was that just a one-day sick out? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, because none of the teachers showed up.
Dude, they shut down 61 schools.
Nobody
showed up. No teachers showed up.
It doesn't happen often, but
61 schools, they never opened. They never opened at all. Just all the teachers were like, oh, I don't feel good today.
So that's like Detroit city schools.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would imagine. That's how they made it, sound.
And that has nothing to do with the water problems in Flint.
No, that's completely different.
You want to talk about lawsuit.
You know what? Just gut it out. Have a little water. It's not the end of it. They're still boiling, aren't they?
I would hope so.
They're still a mess.
Or bring it in the bottle.
Yeah, no, they have to do.
Did you buy your tickets?
No, not yet. Well, I don't like to get out of sync. Although, didn't it go up another million?
It was 1.4 billion the last I saw.
Right. So yesterday we were at 1.3, and now we're at 1.4.
Mm-hmm. That's 100.
100 million. Went up 100 million.
You're the person who put together that stupid meme.
Which one did I put together?
The math.
To solve poverty. I stopped at this little tiny store yesterday to get a bottle of water, and the woman in front of me was buying her tickets.
Did you get them?
No, I already got mine.
Yeah, but you're in line at a 7-Eleven. Drop another 20. Live.
No, you know what? The chick in front of me with the monitoring bracelet on, I'm going to let her go.
By the way, I wish if my 7-Eleven sold lotto tickets in the middle of the night, I'd buy them every day.
Oh, because that's
day.
I think it's like
midnight to 5 or something like that they won't sell them at all. The machine shut down. Oh, and I meant to look this morning too. I meant to look and see what they have on the machine that pops them out. But no, the answer to your question is no. I have not purchased my tickets yet. Did you get yours yet?
No.
What do we get up to tomorrow? 1.6, 1.7?
I always thought it'd be 1.5, but I didn't expect to go up to 1.4 yesterday.
Man, 1.5 billion. Holy crap. They said what the big mistake will be, unless you're willing to do something in the next 24 hours.
What?
Going in as an office pool. Because there's way too much money on the line. So, you know what So
they advise against that.
Oh, in a big way.
Yeah.
Now, they do say that because it's over, I told you this yesterday, if it's over 700 million, you're stupid if you don't play.
Right.
You should be in at this point. And isn't it... What is the amount of money you have to spend to buy every combination? Isn't it like $500 million or something like that? But then you're done because then you could end up sharing. You won't get all that money.
And everybody has access to $500 million.
But that's a problem. That's a problem. But no, you know what they were saying to do? Like if you were in what?
Here we go.
No. I have 3 good bits of Powerball info.
You were all over the memes.
No. Well, Diane, Oh, you know what? I'm sorry that $1.5 billion gets me a little bit excited.
Okay.
You know I love money.
Of course, everybody gets excited
money
about that. But
if you were doing an office pool, because keep in mind, should your office win, there's only one name that gets signed on the back of that ticket.
Okay. Whoever's in possession of it at that time.
Well, no, whoever is deemed the
executor.
Yeah, the executor of the office pool. Well, and they'll tell you all the same things, whether it's $20 million or $1.5 billion, is that you need to make copies of every ticket and distribute them to everybody involved. But because the amount of money is so high, and I mean, listen, you may get along with the people you work with, but when you're talking about $1.5 billion, people will knife you over that.
Well, would you suggest that they have a document drawn up and everybody sign it, or
well, in the hot cold game, you're starting to get warm.
Meaning what?
Create an LLC. That's what Diane. That's what they said
before the drawing.
Yes,
happens?
in the next, if you're in an office pool, you are suggested to create in the next 24 hours an LLC so that you are ready to go. Should there be like a group of people from an office, and whether it would just be the four of us or an office of 100 people, whatever it is, you need to create. I don't know how easy it is to create an LLC, but you need to get that done in the next 24 hours.
You better get on it.
Now, should you win Powerball, first two calls you make are to hire what?
Definitely a lawyer.
Bingo. That's number one. That's your first call, is to hire I can't remember what they call them, like a fiscal lawyer or financial lawyer, something like that.
Oh, I was going to guess that the two things were separate.
They are. But like
a lawyer and a financial advisor?
The financial advisor was, because that's a checks and balances thing.
No. Well, I mean, you shouldn't hire a lawyer that you can't trust. So the first thing is you hire a lawyer. I was thinking
more the other side, the financial advisor.
Then maybe you and your lawyer would then go out, because what are you not supposed to do in the first 6 months?
Spend anything.
Spend on anything, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Stupidest thing ever, because you want to get all that interest early on off of that money. I will not live by that. Mm-hmm. But hire a lawyer, so that's number one. Number two, what are you supposed to hire right after that? Unless you already have one that you're working with. But what should you hire?
Like a cook?
No. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
You've always said that'd be the top of your list.
Absolutely. Like people went like, I want a massage or a butler. No. Chef. Personal chef. That's what I'm hiring.
Well, so this is not your advice? This is something you read?
By the way, can I also claim the food that I'm craving right now? Philly cheesesteak. Doesn't that sound good?
For any particular reason?
Just sounds good.
Oh.
Sounds fantastic. That sounds really good with some whiz and some mushrooms and some grilled onions. Mm. I could go. I don't know if anybody's driving by Kavanaugh's in Philly. Normally I'm a Jim's guy, but if anybody is going by Kavanaugh's in Philly, I could really go. Wait, what's our guy here? South Street Steaks. Isn't that the name of them?
I know that the location I used to go to closed.
Oh, you know why? Because we weren't ordering. This early. Anyway, no. Not my recommendation. What experts are saying you should hire. The second you win, you get a lawyer.
Lawyer one.
Number two is?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Therapist. You should hire a therapist, because you're going to deal with emotions and issues.
Being deliriously happy?
No. The highs, the lows, the guilt. A lot of people are going to feel guilt about
whatever.
No. Here's where you're going to feel guilt.
Play just like I did.
No. Here's where you're going to not guilt for just randos who didn't win, and you're going to feel guilty of like, I won all of this. But what are you going to do now when your sister Linda calls and says, "Ooh, hey Diane, I need some money.
I'll hook her up.
I need a lot of money."
Well, let's be reasonable.
And now I need more.
I'm making that choice.
And now David calls, your brother.
Sure, I would absolutely take care of family.
Right. Well, I'm going to need a little bit more. And don't forget,
radio family.
No,
don't forget
right.
radio family.
Right.
Oh, can we make a pledge?
Nope.
How much are we giving each other?
Nope.
How much are we giving each other? I always said I would take care of you guys.
I've always said I don't like to comment on this. Lawyer one, therapist.
He doesn't even want to address it.
Before or after I form a limited liability corporation?
Well, no,
I need the lawyer to help do that.
You're only forming the LLC should you be part of a group. If you're part of a group, an office group, a friends group, a neighborhood group, whatever it is, dad's club, doesn't matter. But if you're going in as a group to buy your Powerball tickets, you need to form an LLC and have that documented. Do it in 24 hours. Now, individuals, lawyer 1, therapist 2.
Okay.
By the way, the other proclamation I'd like to make today, I'm writing you all in for, well, Kaylee and Diane, I'm writing you in for $1 million each. Mm-hmm. I'm more than happy to do that.
Oh, he gets nothing because he won't promise?
$500,000 because he's not sharing the wealth with the radio family. Although I feel like he was quick to grab your money when you were winning and giving it to Linda and David. Tyler wanted the radio family money, but now I feel like you're not sharing outwardly.
I think Tom over the weekend, and this is when the jackpot was pennies.
Wait, Tom, your brother?
Tom, no, from Richmond.
Oh yeah, Goon Squad.
He promised each of us $50 million.
Did he really?
Yes.
Oh,
and that's a tweet.
Screenshot.
That's binding.
Screenshot. Does he have an LLC? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can be drunk. People gamble all the time when they're drunk.
So that's crappy.
That's the guy who used to own the Eagles.
If in the back of my head I was like, okay, I would give every family member $1 million.
Why is that crappy?
Including like $1 million
Why is that crappy?
To each niece and nephew. Well, if you win so much.
Each niece and nephew?
I've got 4.
No.
There's not that many.
Okay, how many siblings do you have? You have
3.
3, so 2 brothers and a sister.
Yeah.
And you've got 4. So now you're at 7. There's 3 of us. You're at 10. That's $10 million you're giving away just like that.
El
right.
Cheapo.
Well, then I got to take care of Scott's brother too.
Okay, now we're at 11.
Yeah.
Does he have nieces and nephews on his side?
Yeah, but we already covered them.
So you're just shelling out $11 million and you haven't even wiped your butthole yet.
I mean, if you win that much.
Yeah, you don't get rich by giving.
In my head, I've got different tiers of how much people
but not
get.
Rich in the wallet.
How much people get when you win.
Well, right now we're all at you have figured that out?
In my head, I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
Where am I?
That may be worse than spending it in your head.
Oh,
why?
To
say
luxury
I
items.
did go on a little bit of a spending spree. Yesterday.
Yeah.
To say I would give so and so $1 million.
Yeah, but now
That's a fleeting thought.
Okay, but you've said that
it ain't going to happen.
Then you know what? Give me your tickets. Sign them all over.
No.
I'm going to put my LLC says that you can sign them all over.
You never know.
With that kind. Well, no. Now you're starting to try to build it back up. What's my tier? Where am I in the tier of what you've?
I said I would give everybody here $1 million.
Well, I feel like I said
but
that.
if you laugh at me and say, God, she's stupid, peace out, you're done.
Oh, rip that ticket, Diane.
You get
rip
nothing.
That ticket.
No, you get.
How do your family
Zero.
members feel that Elliot's getting the same?
I'm closer with Diane
You know
than
what? You know how they
of her
feel?
family members.
Grateful.
I'm grateful. I didn't say anything.
They should feel grateful.
I did.
If you're going to bitch about it, I will take it away so fast it'll make your goddamn head spin.
her down.
Isn't it? It's very
Look at the
loud.
monitor.
It's very loud. It's very loud.
Because somebody generously says
this
they
is
would.
why you need a therapist. Look how angry you are.
Says they would
give.
give. Oh no, and then I'd be like, "See you later."
To who?
Oh, you guys never see me again.
Yesterday,
unless I was on a red carpet.
I said I'd give 48 hours notice.
Thank you. You know what? You're back up to $1 million. Diane's down to 500. Tom from the Goon Squad. I'll give all of you guys $50 million each if I win.
I told you that's from January 9th.
Yeah. Okay. So this is
Did he delete?
He did not. That's not a screenshot. That's still active. Except he'll claim that was for Saturday's drawing.
Oh yeah. No, I took my finger off the chess piece. Took my finger off the piece. No way. No way.
Oh, no. He just wrote still will.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Goon Squad.
50 million?
Goon Squad. Diane, how much are you giving the Goon Squad? Where are they on the tier?
So it looks like
I haven't thought of that yet.
I would fully take care of the Goon Squad.
I haven't thought of that yet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know who I may kick an extra hundo into?
$100 or?
Yeah. Because I would like all the Goon Squad to be treated fairly. Except I may give Donna the extra $100 for, I believe she's the only woman in the Goon Squad, and for that she deserves a little extra kick in. So I throw her the extra hundo. Okay. And get that done. Oh, I'm so excited. We're spending money. We haven't even, although I did spend money yesterday. I did spend money. Say again?
On what?
Redoing the driveway.
Your driveway?
It's got to be monogrammed.
Oh,
absolutely.
Tacky.
So in your head. I hope you didn't do that ahead of Wednesday.
No, not yet. But I did call a friend of mine who does paver work, and he's going to pick out some nice pavers to put an ES right in the driveway.
I'm surprised you didn't go like Jordan and get them
I don't have a
embossed
number,
on a gate. You need a gate. You need a gate up around your house if you win all that cash.
Why do I need a gate?
For security.
That's what the security team does.
So I slip and fall right here where it says ES. It's like he made a target.
Who was our guy that came in? No names, bruh. Mm-hmm. Who was part of the Israeli army and was like a leader of Krav Maga in the introduction? Who was that? I need to look him up.
Wait, you need his name?
He'll be the head of security. He'll be positioned on the outside. It'll be a mosaic, almost like the Imagine mosaic, except mine will just say ES. It'll be nice.
Just like it.
Yeah. Oh, people will just sit around and play guitar. Just outside the, outside. I call it the compound, but it's still really just the house. It's just got security now. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
I searched
wait, hold on. I'm sorry, sir. You searched what?
Well, I knew I wasn't going to find him searching no names, bruh.
No names, bruh.
So I just searched Israel defense.
Right.
And the two results that came back in my email were Kevin Costner.
No, that's not him.
And Danny McBride.
Oh, maybe Danny McBride. Oh, also, the other thing that I spent money on yesterday is my donation to the charity of his choice so I can dine with Adam Sandler.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm definitely having dinner with Sandler. He and I will probably discuss my first project under L-Man Productions.
Oh, sweet.
Because, I am going to greenlight some movie projects. But I got to have dinner with Sandler.
Oh,
you know what?
Adam is so busy. He just sent his wife and kids.
No. You know what? I don't actually just have dinner with Sandler. I take a meeting. With Sandler. That's how I get that done. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, this is John. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, a couple things. One, giving away $1 million here, $1 million there. That's peanuts compared to the interest you're going to be making every year on $700 million. You just make 8%. That's $56 million every year compounded. If you don't give away $56 million,
you know what? You're good. You're good in math. It sounds like you're good in math. Will you do me a favor? No, I'm being serious. In the next 24 hours. The FDIC, I'm only insured up to $250,000 at a bank. How many banks do I have to employ now in order to house my, let's call it $800 million when all is said and done? Like, you can't put that in a bank. You know why?
I'm not sure.
I need to hire my
lawyer. I'm not sure
there's enough banks in the U.S. I'm not sure there's enough. But the other thing I wanted to point out was your biggest worry is going to be your children.
No.
Yes. Kidnapped your children or whatever, that's going to be your number one concern.
Did you not just hear? I have a security team set up at the house right around my mosaic or my monogram driveway.
Is the President of the United States 100% safe?
No. But he's dealing with like international stuff. I'm just hanging.
But he's never 100% safe, and your kids won't be either.
Boy, aren't you a wet blanket?
Jesus.
No. That's going to be your number one concern.
No, it's not.
You're going to protect your kids.
My number one concern is where am I going to take my dinner meeting with Adam Sandler? That's my number one concern. And what I'm going to greenlight through L-Man Productions. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Tyler.
I'm not even going to buy a ticket anymore. What was that guy's problem?
Oh, hey, say goodbye to your kids. They're going to get kidnapped.
That's real, man.
Jesus.
Real life.
Did that thought ever enter your mind?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Only because not if I win the lotto, but like just for rich people in general, yeah.
Well, we're talking about for the lottery.
No, because they steal famous people's kids. They don't just steal lottery winners' kids.
So that thought didn't enter your mind for the Powerball drawing?
No.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, no, God, no.
No, you're doing your driveway.
My kids aren't worth anything. My kids are worth nothing. They don't have, none of the money's theirs.
Thanks, Dad.
No, I mean, I'll still like them and get along with them, but they don't control any of the cash. I do. And by the way, I saw Ransom. I know how to get this done. I go put that big pool of money right there on the news. Everybody will be out getting them. I know exactly how that works. That's a wet blanket, though. I didn't like that. Not at all. All right, let me do this. I got a lot of stuff we got to get through today, so let me do this. Let me take one quick break. We'll come back. We'll lay everything out for you next.
Ethan is the greatest bachelor on the planet of history.
Elliot in the morning.
In the morning? All right, we got a busy one today. Very excited. Our buddy Chris Adler will be on with us. Drummer from Lamb of God, drummer from Megadeth. Good old Richmond boy. So anyway, Chris will be on with us. I also have tickets for you to go see Chris and the rest of Lamb of God. They have a sold-out show on Sunday, along with Anthrax. That show is at the Fillmore, so I'll give you tickets to that. Also, don't forget, the Megadeth, their new record is out next Friday. There's a lot of Chris Adler stuff to get into. Also got to get into Welcome to Rockville with them a little bit. So anyway, we'll talk to Chris Adler a couple hours from now. I mentioned I'll have tickets for you to go see Lamb of God, sold out with Anthrax. Also, tickets to another sold-out show all this week. Tickets for you to go see ACDC. That show is sold out on St. Patrick's Day. So we'll give you those and tickets to go see Billy Gibbons and the BFGs at Wisner Auditorium. I'll give you those here in just a little bit. We'll do that with some first-time winners. A lot of stories that we have to get through today. Also, I have to see if we could track somebody down who I believe may be on the verge of unveiling or unleashing what may be the next biggest selling product ever. Okay. And the guy's based out of Richmond, so I got to track him down.
Sorry, smart bra. I thought that was it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. This guy may be onto something better. He may be. Listen to Adler go. Listen to Adler go. May be onto something better. So we'll get into that. I got a lot of stories that I got to get through today. And by the way, I didn't even scratch the surface on The Bachelor from last night, Diane.
Oh my God.
I have not even gotten into that. Did you watch?
Yeah, of course.
How big is Olivia's mouth? Jesus Christ, Diane. She's the one who quit her job as a news anchor.
Oh, okay. Where's she from?
She's from
Texas.
Austin, I believe, is where she was a news anchor.
Yeah.
She opened her mouth. She was anticipating getting the date, getting the one-on-one date. So when the date card came in, her mouth was wide open. Honest, it's the size of a tunnel. It is massive.
Oh, that's rude.
It was it's like when you saw that? Didn't you agree? Freakishly big.
So it's larger than average.
Freakishly big. Like, my first thought when I saw her open her mouth is, I don't think I can make out with her. She would, honestly...
She would, like, swallow you?
It would be like getting, like, when you get mouth-to-mouth to a child, they tell you get the nose and the mouth inside your mouth.
Right.
That's how making out with her would be. Like, she would just encompass 90% of your face. I've never seen a mouth that big. Ugh, and God, is she annoying. Anyway, listen, a lot to get into. Diane. Let's get going with some news, please.
Following new information after that blast in the tourist area of Istanbul, Turkey. At this point, they are saying that 10 people have died, 15 others injured. According to local media, the cause of this explosion was being investigated, but they said it was likely caused by a suicide bomber. No claim of responsibility at this point. Again, this probably broke within the last hour or so, so it's
that's when all the alerts and everything started coming through.
Yeah. Jacksonville authorities announcing yesterday that they believe they have found the remains of little Lonzie Barton, who was reported missing nearly 6 months ago, found in a wooded area in Jacksonville, apparently after being led there by suspect Ruben Ebron, who apparently had a big change of heart as far as the stoppage in the court proceedings that were supposed to be happening yesterday.
Yeah, so I was following along yesterday, and I was trying to get bits and pieces out of the press conference. First of all, to call it a wooded area almost makes it sound luxurious. It's a trash dump.
Right.
Where
just off the roadway, yeah.
Where they found his body, and like even the authorities and the police were like, it's disgusting. No, obviously nothing like that deserves to happen to anybody. But the way that he was just left there, the way that, and by the way, I should preface that by saying there hasn't been the medical examiner's 100% identification of Lonzie.
Right.
But even when that was proposed yesterday, they were like, hey, listen, we're standing here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They know it's Lonzie Barton. But they were saying yesterday, just the filth and the trash pile that his little body was left on is disgusting. I guess there was supposed to be a court hearing yesterday. Everything went haywire yesterday. Mm-hmm. So Ebron was supposed to have a hearing yesterday. That never took place. He waived his right to a speedy trial. They say that they got there with some information and some help from Ruben Ebron, and then they were being questioned as to whether that is going to help anything out. And that's when they started pushing back, because there was rumor that there was going to be a 20-year sentence as a plea deal. Mm-hmm. And they were like, this is where everybody needs to step back a little bit and let justice kind of take its toll. Let the process take its toll. But as of right now, he is still their lead suspect in the case. They did say yesterday that they believed Lonzy was dead before his body was left there. He wasn't buried. It's not like they dug. He was
covered.
Covered because more trash had been left in the area. And I can't remember who was speaking at the time, but they were like, no, he wasn't even given the, a little coffin or, some kind of ceremony. He was left in a trash heap. So now we'll see what happens with Ebron. And they were also trying to figure out if Lana, her testimony started helping, or if that started caving everything in on Ruben, knowing that she was going to testify against him and what she was already saying and what more was going to come. And then Ruben decided that he was going to talk, but they did say that it was information that he had given that kind of led them to where they found Lonzy Barton's body. I hate that son of a bitch. Oh my God, do I hate him.
Well, we'll see what happens as more information
comes out. And if he only gets 20
out.
years out of that, I hope he gets his ass beat every day for 20 years.
Maryland Appeals Court postponing yesterday the trial of Baltimore officer Cesar Goodson in the death of Freddie Gray. That is until a decision is made over whether another one of the fellow officers can testify against him. So they were supposed to start jury selection yesterday, but the appeals court ordered that delay as it determines whether Officer William Porter should be ordered to testify. Ringling Brothers ending its elephant acts actually a year and a half earlier than originally planned, and will be retiring all of its touring elephants in May of this year. Initially, they were thinking, okay, 2018.
Right. Wasn't it supposed to be like the very end of 2017 into 2018, and that would be it?
But I guess they said that there's been increasing pressure from local governments who've been passing anti-circus elephant ordinances in responce to animal cruelty. Is that
the end of the circus?
It's not the end of the circus. It's the end of the elephants that are going to be coming through. I mean, it's still...
Is the circus hurting? I mean, not from a PR standpoint. The answer to that is yes. But do people still go to the circus? I can't tell you the last time I went to a circus.
It's been several years.
I haven't gone probably in 20 years.
You never took your kids when they were young?
Kids have never been to the circus.
They never had the pleasure of seeing the motorcycle go around that big sphere?
No, but that's what I was going to say. Like, I feel like now the circus is really kind of turned into like a stunt show. Which is fine.
Well, I mean, there's still the elephants and then the tigers. Well,
the elephants
and everything.
are going away.
Well, up until
but
now.
The tigers, they don't even really do anything with anymore, do they? Like, nobody's shoving their head in the tiger's mouth.
No, they don't do that, but they'll still be out there in the whip and...
Like gussied up ponies walking around a circle with like one foot up on a wall. Like, isn't that really the extent of it?
Ooh.
You haven't taken your kids to the circus?
No.
And by the way, the last time I went to the circus, I didn't even have kids.
Really?
Yeah, no, we did a stupid promotion at Z100, so we went to the circus. That's the last time I was there.
I was going to say it's probably been at least like 6 years or so.
Yeah, no, I haven't been. I had no desire to go.
So they said the cost is about $65,000 yearly to care for each elephant, but now all of the elephants that are involved with Ringling Brothers will be taken to their Center for Elephant Conservation, which is between Orlando and Tampa.
Good.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Problems for Arlington County Police after they were called for a drunk customer in a children's shoe store that was apparently harassing some of the customers. They said this happened at the Bradshaw's Children's Shoe Store, one of those businesses where all the awnings are, right off of Lee Highway. Drunk woman inside the store with an open bottle of wine, refusing to leave and saying, "Where are the adult shoes?" Apparently she was removed from the premises without much fanfare. The person who was the winner in Virginia for the Virginia lottery.
Yeah, it was not me. It was not me.
No. They've already come forward.
Yeah, good. good.
Well, you were saying you're not supposed to, like...
Diane, they won $1 million.
So quickly.
They won $1 million. They didn't win $800 million.
Auto mechanic from Suffolk was the guy who won $1 million. So I guess he got everything but the Powerball.
By the way, this run...
I'd be so bitter.
What do you mean?
Weren't there like 67 people?
Number but the Powerball?
Yeah, but you'd get over that pretty quick when you were getting $1 million slapped in your hand. And by the way, it's not like you're out of the running to get right back into it.
Come on.
There's also part of me that thinks I might try to forge the Powerball number. It's almost worth it. It'd almost be worth it just to get it done.
Sir, your ticket's now void.
Yeah, so you don't even get the $1 million. Way to go, dummy.
The answer to your question is yes. In this run leading up to what tomorrow will be the next drawing. But I think it goes back to November, whatever it was the last time there was a Powerball winner and this pot started growing. Mm-hmm. 67 people have become at minimum a millionaire. You had some people that did the double play and won $2 million, but 67 people have become millionaires so far.
So this auto mechanic said he was going to
I laugh at them.
Invest.
I laugh at them. That's nothing compared to what I'll have tomorrow.
No, because, okay, I
don't even know if I can monogram my driveway.
They have won money.
Okay, yeah, but big deal. They won $1 million. $1.5 billion is
years,
what I'm getting.
How many $20 bills have we just crumpled up and thrown out the window?
Not $1.5 billion worth of them. Hell no.
Apparently there was a thief who was spotted swiping a gold necklace from a store in Mumbai the other day.
Oh, this may be my favorite story of the day.
He tried to get rid of the evidence by swallowing it, but obviously cops knew exactly what he was doing, so doctors were suggesting, surgery in order to get it out.
No, too expensive, and it's too hard on the body.
You know what's not too hard? 40 bananas.
Hell yes.
40
bananas.
In my head, I wouldn't think, 40 bananas is going to completely clear out your system.
They did try feeding him laxatives first, and they found that
laxatives didn't work and bananas did?
Zero effect. Now, the laxatives may have kind of started the tremor, and then the bananas brought in the boom. But yeah, they gave him some laxatives, and then they fed him 40 bananas. They also point out, I don't know if your story contained that, after he passed the necklace, he was then given the duty, poor choice of words, to clean and disinfect the necklace on his own. They did point out there was another person that they did this to, 26 bananas, and I think it was 4 large glasses of milk mixed with laxatives, and that worked for them.
Wow.
But either way, you were chowing on some bananas. Does banana give you the trots?
And we've talked about, I think, that former case. We definitely discussed someone being force-fed bananas.
That sounded familiar. I don't know that bananas has that effect on me.
Well, okay, 1 or 2, no, but 40?
The only person I know who eats a lot of bananas every day is Chandler.
Your nephew?
No, my nephew's name isn't Chandler. Chandler, the guy who...
Colin and Chandler.
I do have a nephew named Chandler. You're right.
Thank you.
That's Jackie's side of the family. It's Jackie's nephew.
Well, your nephew too.
No. Chandler, the guy, the listener guy that we know who eats the bananas with the banana peel.
Okay.
He's the only one I know who eats a lot of bananas every day.
But he would never eat that many. I mean, especially
I bet he eats 10 a day.
With the peel thrown in.
He does eat the peel.
You don't know what happens.
I bet he eats 10 bananas a day. I feel like he housed 7 just at the Halloween party. All he did was walk around and eat bananas.
That was part of his costume.
Have we heard from him in the new year? Ooh, well, I hope he's okay.
Can't get off the toilet.
He's passing gold chains.
Jesus. Also, a new survey asking people how much they would pay to drop 15 pounds instantly. The average answer was $650, which seems
no way. Way too much money.
I was going to say that seems way low.
To
drop
15 pounds?
15 pounds like that?
Oh my God.
$100 maybe?
The mic still. Are you watching this?
What,
She's screaming this morning.
Why are you yelling at me today? Why are you yelling at me? No, I was $100. I'd do that in a second. $650. I love money more than I love not being fat.
Instantly. Do you know how long it takes the average person to lose 15 pounds? They say conservatively, if you in a month, if you're eating 40 bananas.
No, but look at all those people on The Biggest Loser. They dropped like 12 pounds in a week.
They're 500 pounds. I'm talking about like an average person who's made a New Year's resolution of I'm going to work out more and lose some weight.
If you're 250 pounds, which I am not, But if you're 250 pounds, you could probably lose 15 pounds in a month easily. I mean,
not easily.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you got to work.
Right.
But if you put your mind to it and didn't eat like a goddamn animal, and I'm not talking like 250 like you're like Ovi, where it's like, like
muscle
you're a
250.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Zhlub 250.
Yeah.
You can drop 15 pounds in a month. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
I would take that bet with you.
15 pounds in a month?
Yeah.
Well,
couldn't do it.
That I couldn't lose 15 pounds in a month?
Yeah.
I could do that. If I really tried, I could lose 15 pounds in a month.
What are the terms? I don't want to do it.
No. What are the terms? I weigh in on the 1st, and then
no.
on
saying
the 30th, I weigh in.
But what's at stake?
If you don't lose the 15
Are
pounds.
you taking this bet?
I might do it. Yeah, but what's what if I don't do it? Okay, and then what if I do it?
If you don't do it, you have to wear a football jersey that says "fail."
And if I do it,
well, you can come up with that. You can. I'll let you gain it all back.
Yeah, big buffet meal.
Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
This is Craig.
Hey, what's up, Craig?
Hey, I want to let you know I've lost, and I can send Diane pictures, a little over 100 pounds, and it took me a good year and a half.
Okay, that's 100 pounds.
For the first 15.
The first 15, that goes quick. It's always once you get towards the bottom of that.
Well, see, it didn't go quickly for me at first. I was kind of opposite because I had a kid, and he was younger, and I couldn't get around with him once he started walking.
Yeah.
So I started out slower, and then all of a sudden, once I lost probably 20 pounds, which took a little while, the energy level totally increased, and
then it melts off.
When the weight started to drop.
Then it melts off.
It never melts off.
It did melt off for a long time.
Yeah.
When I started out, I was close to almost 400 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
And, it just kept going, man.
You know what? Good for you. Good for you. No, that's awesome. And you feel great now, right?
Oh, God, yeah. And I'm still trying to lose. I've got probably another 50 pounds to lose before I get down to my ideal weight. And, people see me now, and I look horrible to a degree. And what I mean by that is I've lost so much weight.
Yeah, now you got that floppy skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I've always been a bigger guy anyway, but it's just more of my belly skin, my belly and my chest.
Yeah, but you know what? You'd rather, I bet for you'd rather have the belly droop than the big fat belly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
Don't think I'm complaining. No, my energy levels totally increased. Sex life's gotten better.
Attaboy.
Everything.
Attaboy. Yeah, because you can see it. You finally can see it. I mean, you got to move that little floppy skin off to the side, but you can finally see that thing.
An awesome feat.
No, that's fantastic.
Over 400 pounds?
What's today's date? Oh, today's the 12th. Happy birthday, Phyllis.
I say you should know this.
Oh, you know what, Elle? That reminds me, it's also Howard's birthday today. I
was informed of another person whose birthday it is as well today.
Oh, so when Phyllis is on Entertainment Tonight, it'll be... So it's Phyllis, Howard, and...
It's actually a former coworker of yours.
A former coworker of mine?
Let me confirm this.
Is the Big Watusi having a birthday? Batman Gomez.
Vanilla Gorilla?
No, R.I.P., Diane.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Sorry.
It would have to be a resurrection date.
I didn't know he was dead either.
Who? Vanilla Gorilla?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that? Oh, you know what? Maybe he's not dead. You know what? I take that back. Maybe he's not dead. I thought he had died. Maybe he didn't. I better double check that.
You should.
I better double check that. Whose birthday is it?
Rush Limbaugh.
That is a former coworker.
Thank you, Mar.
Right. Tomorrow's the anniversary of FUOR. No. But I was going to say is, so a month from now essentially is my birthday.
Yeah.
February 17th. I could drop 15 by my birthday.
Well, now you're saying you want 5 weeks.
Yeah.
No, it's just an easy day because now I don't want to wait till the 1st of February.
Why don't you front load and then start on February 17th?
Well, I don't want to start on my birthday. I want to be able to enjoy my birthday.
January 17th and then go to February.
So what are you, like Shantix? Oh, smoke 4 packs now before you start.
Well,
no.
I mean, that's what the holidays are for. Everybody goes crazy during the holidays.
By the way, if I'm going to drop 15, the only thing that I will consume between now and my birthday is cigarettes.
I was going to say.
That's it. I'll be good to go. Oh, thank God I finally get the diet I want. All right, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop 15 by my birthday.
Okay.
By my birthday.
What's your beet kvass recipe?
Tyler got mad yesterday because he thought who was stealing your Lance Bass. He thought Lance Bass was stealing his beet juice drink.
What?
But it wasn't. What was he drinking? He was drinking that chumba tea.
Yeah,
or whatever.
the Chumbawamba tea.
What is it?
The kombucha?
Kombucha, that's it.
But it has had similar benefits, and it looks similar. So I heard it was on, so I turned it on.
The Meredith Vieira show?
I jumped up to 2 ounces yesterday. My stomach hurt all afternoon.
But did you go?
Go where?
Like, doesn't it make you go bathroom?
Well, it helps with your digestion, yeah.
Yeah. Today, I'm going to stop at 7-Eleven. I like their gently used bananas, so I'm going to eat bananas. I'm going to drink milk with laxatives in it and smoke.
So I'm at
done.
3 ounces today, and it'll be there waiting for me this afternoon because I'm being force fed like the bananas thief.
Wait, do you make
by my father-in-law?
Do you make it or you buy it?
He made it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he have to cook the beets down?
Well, he let them sit in a jar and monitored for gas and mold.
I'm going to do that too.
So yeah, I'll let you know how today goes. But I couldn't admit. He's like, "How's it feeling?" It's okay. Stomach, gotta stay tough.
I got a kidney stone.
Father-in-law. Well, his other sons by marriage, one played football for Michigan State.
Did he really?
The other one's like Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
And then there's you.
Yeah. So I remember Vinny was brains and brawn.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No. Not like the sitch.
Also, Scott and Barbara Lloyd have been trying for months to sell their Pennsylvania house that was portrayed as the home of serial killer Buffalo Bill in The Silence of the Lambs.
What's the problem, officer?
Well, I'm investigating the death of Frederica Bimmel. Your name is?
Jack Gordon.
Mr. Gordon. Good. Well, Frederica used to work for Mrs. Lippman. Did you know her?
No, Oh, Wayne. Was she a great big fat person?
I hope they never sell the house.
They can't sell it.
Diane's on Zillow. Anytime that there's a change in the market price, we have to play the drop.
And they will remind you, the dungeon is not in this house.
The basement doesn't exist. The basement does not exist. It's not part of that. That was on a soundstage.
Come on, people.
Jack Gordon.
I'm just trying to sell my house. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Greatest drop ever.
Oh, sorry. Last night, college football playoffs, Alabama defeating the Clemson Tigers to win your playoff national championship game in Glendale, Arizona.
Alabama back on top of the college football world. 45-40. Alabama wins.
And apparently Bonnie Bernstein did not like Sierra's choice of dress that she sang, or that she wore as she sang the national anthem. Says she was showing,
I didn't see it. What was wrong with it?
I guess you could see boob, and she said she was showing a little bit too much skin. Dear Sierra, she wrote on Twitter, "You're stunning, but this is a national championship game. Kids are watching. Cover up."
Whatever. But please.
Russell Wilson was like, "I see you, baby."
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. They still don't have sex, though.
That's right.
Yeah, no.
They made the vow.
She's chaste.
Right. Steelers saying that Ben Roethlisberger is likely to play this Sunday against the Broncos, but that is not looking good. It is not looking good for Antonio Brown, who is now going through the concussion protocol.
Right. Despite everybody on the Bengals team saying that he's just a big flop and an actor and he was winking at Pac-Man and nothing's real, the league has put him in the concussion protocol.
So Tom Coughlin had his interview with the Eagles yesterday and now may be heading to San Francisco for a meeting there with the 49ers. Alex Ovechkin named the first star of the week. Over the past week, he had 5 goals, 4 games to lead the Caps to 4 straight wins to score his 500th goal.
Good for him.
Sunday.
So deserving. Oh, my God.
Also, Panthers' 12-game winning streak came to an end last night as they lost to Vancouver 3-2 in overtime. John Wall, 17 points, 10 rebounds as the Wizards beat the Bulls 114-100. That's a look at news and sports.
It's Elliot in the morning. I need some first-time winners, please. 866-2-ELLIOT. 866 235-5468. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, Elliot.
Yes, it is. Who are you?
This is Patrick. What's going on, man?
Patrick, I am doing excellent, sir. How are you doing, my friend?
I am fantastic.
Anything good from last night that you need to share with me?
Not really. I just got off work, actually. A little breakfast.
What do you do for a living?
A police officer, actually.
Oh, you know what? Very good. Good for you. I hope it was a quiet and safe night for everybody.
It was. Thank you.
You know what? That's good to hear. Anyway, listen, sir. I'm going to give you a pair of tickets. Our buddy Billy Gibbons. I can't really say our buddy. I feel we had a very good talk with him, but I don't know if he's friendly with us.
Right.
I mean, Diane's hot for him, but that doesn't make him a friend. Please, cool. All right, dude. Well, listen, officer, you hold tight 1 second for me. Kaylee will get some info from you, and you enjoy Billy Gibbons next week, all right?
Elliot, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, class.
Hey, you got it, dude. Hold tight 1 second for me, please. Let's drop down to line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, baby, is this me?
Yes, it is. Who are you?
Oh, my God, this is Sam.
Sam, how are you?
I'm fan-freaking-tastic now. How you doing?
I am excellent, thank you. Sam, what did you do last night?
His name's Rob. New friend of mine, I guess.
Oh, you did Rob, who is a new friend of yours. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Sam, can I ask you something while I have you on the phone?
Please.
There's a story. Where, by the way, I don't know where you're calling me from. Where are you calling me from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. All right. Very good. I'm hunting for somebody later in Richmond, a business entrepreneur, but that is not why I need you. I'm looking, there's a story out of, you won't know it. It's, Mount Vernon High School, which is, further up north in, Alexandria, Virginia, from where you are.
All right.
It is taken off. It has become national news. I'd be surprised if you didn't know. Sam, how old are you?
22 in a few days.
22 in a few days. So that would make you 21.
Yes.
That's good. No, that's fine. And, do you have any kids?
No, I'm baby free.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good.
That's what her match profile says.
No. Here's the reason I ask. There is Kaylee, I don't know if you can, I don't know what time Mount Vernon High School goes to school. But Kaylee, will you do me a favor? On the outside chance I can find somebody who goes to Mount Vernon High School, which is I believe it's Alexandria.
But it's like Fairfax County part.
Okay, yes. All right, very good. It's part of Fairfax County Public Schools. Mm-hmm. So if you can find me somebody who goes to Mount Vernon High School, I would appreciate that. But there's a story out of Mount Vernon High School. And like I said, it's taken off, it's gone national. There is a girl who goes to school there. she just turned 17. Her name is Hannah Talbert, I believe is her name. Anyway, she recently, I guess a couple months ago, had a child, which is fine. Anyway, and I guess during the course of her being pregnant, like through most of her being 16, she was taking pictures and posting on Instagram pictures of her baby bump as it would grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, right?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, right? I mean, I feel like that's what that's a normal thing for somebody to do.
For this generation, at least.
And so anyway, the yearbook at Mount Vernon High School was like, oh, hey, you know what? What we should do is we should dedicate a section of the yearbook to what life is really like and not make it some glitzy glossy thing, but let's make it what life is really like. So like they have pictures of people who are learning to speak English. And then they have pictures of people who are like going through counseling and stuff like that. So they went to Hannah and they said, hey, listen, along with several other girls who go to Mount Vernon High School. And they were like, hey, listen, we want to use your pregnancy pictures and we want to take 2 pages in the yearbook and dedicate it to teen mothers of what it's like to go through getting pregnant and carrying the child through and then becoming a mother while you're still in high school. So Hannah was like, sign me up. Here's a bunch of pictures. They took them off her Instagram. She's fine with it. She was ready to go. School principal is like, oh, no. Well, I don't need pictures of a bunch of pregnant teenagers filling the pages of the yearbook. And just trying to say of like, listen, we get into a whole world of like, do they want this being out there? Do they want this being out there later in life? Like, do we really need 2 pages of pregnant and teen moms in the yearbook? So the principal decided, no, we're not going to do that. Those pictures have to come out. And there starts the entire piss storm about whether or not the principal should be pulling the pregnant pictures of the girls out of and they're not all pregnant pictures. Some of them are girls who have already had their kids and like they're, dealing with them. And I don't know if Mount Vernon is one of those schools that has like daycare.
Oh, I don't know.
In it. I don't know the answer to that. Because that we know. There are high schools that have that set up a daycare and then like as part of like home ec or for whatever it's called, like family living or whatever, they take care of the kids throughout the course of the day. So you're not in there all day, but you may be in there for third period, and then your girlfriend Diane is in there like in fourth period, and then your girlfriend Kaylee's in there in fifth period, and all 3 of you have had kids, so you're all kind of raising each other's kids.
That sounds really weird. I'm not okay with that.
Wait, say again?
That sounds really weird.
Wait, the 2-page photo layout of the pregnant and teen moms in the yearbook?
That and whatever you just said about people taking their kids to school and like other students doing the whole taking care of your kid thing. That weirds me out. Anyway, yeah, no, those chicks should not have. I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with it. Like, I didn't have a baby young just because I didn't want to do that. But I know plenty of people who did, and it turned out fine for them, I guess.
Right.
But I also know some that are like, I don't want anything to do with this now. My mom can have it, grandma can have it, whatever. And
sure.
If there were pictures in their yearbook, they'd be kind of mortified about it.
Right. By the way, the reason that they've set up where some schools have daycare is exactly for that reason, where kids don't have to drop out of school. They continue to go to school, get an education, and not have to be separated from their kids. So I get it. My high school didn't have that. I also want to believe, now granted it was a couple of years ago, I feel like there's no way my high school was letting the 2-page photo layout of all the pregnant girls take part. Wait, are you saying no Lake Braddock wouldn't have done that, or no Marley's pregnant pictures will not be included in the yearbook?
No. No. Speaking as a former editor, I could tell you that never would have happened.
Well, as the editor's choice or as the principal's choice?
I can tell you that never. Well, it's times have changed too.
Yeah, sure. No, I understand that.
I was going to say, like,
I understand that.
Like back then, it was a scandal. Now it's not so unusual.
You either went to the the pregnancy pod, or
go out and have your class in the trailer.
Yeah, or you were Jenny Arp and you just belted everything, and then you came in one day and you were a mother. Would your school have had that?
Absolutely not. You're talking about my high school?
Yeah.
No.
There wasn't going to be the 2-page pregnancy layout?
Oh, boy. No. There's going to be a trailer that you're going to start taking classes in. But there's not going to be the 2-page layout. So obviously the editor is fighting for this.
The editor wants it
collage.
To be in there because the editor said,
that's real life.
Why would the editor want to take on this fight?
Because
he's a kid.
The editor is a student.
2015 and everyone's got an opinion.
The editor is like, listen, these yearbooks come out and everything's all glossy about this club and this band and the orchestra and Glee.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's the yearbook.
Well, but they'll say, yes, that documents a segment of the high school. The athletic teams, that documents a segment of the high school. But here's a group of our high school. Here's a group of our high school of kids who are learning to speak English. That's a real part of high school.
Right.
They don't, English isn't spoken at home. It's not their primary language. They're learning to speak English, so that's a part of our high school. Here's
and
the
then
science.
Here's the kids who got knocked up at 15.
Okay,
Yay.
ma'am.
When she said that she didn't want to do that.
Right.
Hannah set out to have a baby? The girl in the story?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if Hannah set out to get pregnant. I know she did get pregnant. And she said, you know what? It's been the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And she's still taking, I can't say it, the baccalaureate.
Baccalaureate. But that's kind of like gifted and talented, right?
And I don't know. I have no idea.
Or AP.
But she's saying I'm still a baccalaureate student. I still take all my classes, and I have my kid, and I'm fine. Go ahead, put that in the yearbook. And the editor's like, that's real life. That's Mount Vernon. That is Mount Vernon. We are home of the pregnant mother. So we want that.
That's exactly what the principal does not want.
Pregnant mothers.
Yeah.
Go team.
Okay, if they're not going to teach the truth in like sex ed, like if they can't say like actual things in sex ed, I don't feel like they should have actual real things like in the yearbook. Like, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like in sex ed, they're like, just don't do it, don't look at it, just please don't. Like, you can't have that as like your sex ed and then be like, more open-minded about babies and having them and being pregnant with them. And it's great. Like, that's just not.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. That's real life. You definitely had pregnant girls when you were in high school, Sam.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, of course. So that was part of real life at school.
I mean, it was, but it's not really supposed to be. Like,
I put them right after the varsity track and field pictures. Here's all the young ladies and their bellies, their baby
bumps.
Here's
my best friend Sarah running track. Here's my best friend Barbara giving birth.
By the way, I don't know if there are any like actual birthing pictures.
And
no,
I'm sure there's not.
No, it's the side. It's the bathroom selfie. Showing her belly.
No, what I mean is, obviously they're not going to show the baby crowning, but I mean, I don't know if any of the other pictures are like them in the hospital, like getting ready to give birth, or with the baby like laying on their chest in the hospital. That's what I meant.
I did see one of those. I don't know if that was one of the ones that was featured,
right,
or if that was just one of the ones from her Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Sam, hold tight 1 second. Let me get you your tickets, okay?
Much appreciated, my friend.
All right, much appreciated, my friend. Hold tight 1 second, please.
Friend
Hold on
zone.
1 second. Wait, so Diane, you're pulling those pictures out of there?
I don't think it should be featured, no.
Okay, so that means yes, you're pulling those pictures. Right. Okay. Tyler?
I'm not pulling the pictures.
Right.
You don't want to glamorize it because it's not all.
It's not glamorous. It's not glamorous,
no.
Right? Okay, so you don't want to glamorize it, okay?
Correct.
Kelly, you're pulling. Kelly is pulling. You had pregnant girls at high school. You didn't have one girl that was pregnant in high school. Would they have gotten? Oh, you went to a private school, like a Catholic school, rather.
Would they have gotten kicked out?
No. But no. In 4 years, you didn't have one. You didn't have one thumbs up, feet up. One, but she belted and nobody knew.
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one pregnant girl in high school?
No.
And you didn't even have one that kind of went away and nobody was really exactly sure where Elizabeth went?
To the trailer? Yeah, no, we didn't.
You didn't have one girl in your 4 years?
No.
Really?
Really?
I can't count on both hands.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You say we had one.
One?
Mm-hmm.
One girl?
One in my year,
Not in your year, but your 4 years at Lake Braddock.
I know of one. I don't know if there was maybe another one in an older grade that I wasn't so aware of, but
I could easily...
Definitely one in my grade.
I could easily rattle off 10. Easily. We were Ely Felsick High School was the original home of the fighting teen moms. We were the originator. Mount Vernon stole that from us. Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 3?
The crowning parents.
Hi, Elliot. Good morning.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Ron. I'm a teacher in Frederick County.
Hey, Ron. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
What grade do you teach?
I teach high school.
Oh, hey, does your high school have the placenta posse in the yearbook?
Not in the yearbook, but you definitely see kids in the school. That's not an uncommon thing. But I wanted to go back to Sam's quote on the whole sex ed thing.
Right.
They do show you a birthing video, which is pretty downright gross. I would think that would keep kids away from wanting to have, a baby. And then they also have the classes you're talking about. It's called child development.
Right. That's what I was thinking of.
But they only take kids in that are like the age for pre-K. They don't do infants and things like that. So it has to be kids that are potty trained and, can kind of fend for themselves.
How many pregnant girls do you have at your school right now? If you had to guess.
Right now, if I had to guess, I'd probably say 2 or 3.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And how many kids are in the child development program?
The little ones or the actual students at the school?
The little ones, the kids.
I'd probably say about 8 or 9 kids.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
So it's a good program for people to get their kids. I don't really know that I would be dropping my kids off to be taught by a bunch of high schoolers. But,
right. I feel like my school would have been flagged for overcrowding in the child development, just the kid part of it.
Did you have former students bring their kids back for that?
No. My school didn't have that. Like my school didn't have the kids. We just had a lot of pregnant girls. Hey, let me ask you this: but you said your school would not have the yearbook photos.
No, it's not gonna. Not that I know of, but it hasn't been here for a couple of years. So
interesting. All right, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
Have a good one.
You got it. Talk to you later.
I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect, though.
What's that?
The last 2 calls have said, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be something someone wouldn't want to do. Well, yeah, no kidding. I didn't want to have a kid either, but I was still having sex.
Right.
There's unplanned pregnancies, and the
absolutely.
majority of high school ones certainly are.
You know what? I'm going to go out on that limb and say 99.9% of them in high school are really unplanned.
So, yeah, you see a video and go, God, that looks awful.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
What's around the corner?
Oh,
well, let me go do that.
Yo, 100%. You could show me that video all day and then show me the cute girl in high school that just took her panties off. I totally forgot about the exploding hair video. Regina doesn't look anything like that. Take your pants off and let's go. Now I got one.
Look out.
Where to, Kaylee? Line 8. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Yeah, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Chris.
Hey, hold on one second, Chris. Now, like, I know that you didn't have anybody pregnant when you were in school. Yeah. And like ours, they made go to the pregnancy pod. I feel like it would be weird to be like a sophomore in high school and walk down the halls and see like 2 girls walking down with big prego bellies. It would just be weird to see. Like, of
course.
I knew girls were pregnant. I would see them during the summer pregnant at the pool, but to see them at school pregnant would have been weird. Like, that would have just been odd. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude.
Back when I was in high school with my girlfriend, she was actually pregnant during high school.
And now let me... yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And, like, we actually had a program at my high school where if you were pregnant during that time, there was a class that was specified specifically for parenting.
Right.
And, like, it was based entirely on how far along you were. Like, if you were, 4 to 6 months in, it was like, okay, this is what you need to know. If you were about ready to pop and give birth, they would talk about, all right, now you're at this stage. This is what this is what you need to know.
Right. By the way, very smart. I have no problem with that. But now let me ask you, once your girlfriend gave birth, did they put her pregnant picture in the yearbook?
My school probably would have set itself on fire if it did something like that.
And then the other thing I feel like I should ask, since you guys were in high school, was that a planned pregnancy or no?
That actually was not. That was a surprise.
It would have been a surprise if you said yes. It was. I understand you saying it was a surprise that she got pregnant.
I'm sorry, what now?
No. It was not planned though. Correct?
It was not planned whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, it had to have been the best thing that ever happened to us. I mean, she's my little baby daughter, and she's so adorable.
You know what? Good for you. That's awesome. That's great. By the way, best thing that ever happened to me will take place tomorrow night.
What?
1.5 bill. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Hi, I'll say my name is Bob. I'm a teacher in Prince William County.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say that there's actually only one licensed daycare in the state of Virginia.
Right.
And that's at Garfield High School in Prince William County.
Right.
And yeah, that's, yeah.
Wait, so now what do they do with pregnant girls at your high school?
They just put them in regular classes.
Yeah, so like there's no pregnancy pod like they do that. How many do you have at your school right now?
Oh, that's a bunch. It's hard to keep track of them.
Okay, that's fine. And now, do you guys have a couple of pages set up for the pregnant teens in the yearbook?
No.
Boy, it seems like every school shuns away from that, except for Mount Vernon. Elliot, I'm from West Virginia. My school did a whole layout on a 16-year-old pregnant girl and her boyfriend in 1980.
Whoa.
That's progressive.
Oh, my God.
Elliot, when I was in high school in Winchester, there were over 20 women pregnant in my graduation class. Holy crap. That's a lot. That is a ton. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Oh, hi. It's Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Yes, what can I do for you?
So I was pregnant in high school.
Planned or not?
Say that again?
Was that a planned pregnancy or no?
It was not a planned pregnancy.
Well, so far my percentages are dead on. Yes.
But I stayed in high school. They did not normally keep pregnant girls in high school. They have a special, hey, you can go down the street so nobody can see you thing.
Right. That's what my school had.
Yeah, but so I was an AP student, so I didn't go, and I stayed in school. There was no pictures of me ever taken above my belly. I mean, below my belly, you could only see my face. Anything other than that, they put someone in front of me.
Are you serious?
Yes. In my choir photo, they would put someone in front, down in front.
Tyler, stand here.
No, you know what? But that's a good question. That's a good question for Mount Vernon. Is I understand that they don't want to have the 2-page layout of just, like Hannah Talbert with her belly and like all the other moms. What do you do for I don't know what she's in, but let's just pretend that Hannah's in band. And or in debate or what, like a more traditional club.
Yeah.
Do you have her with her big prego belly like there? Or
that's even less of a deal. Like I talked about not trying to glamorize it, but if you see someone functioning, I mean, these are human beings.
Yeah, right. Then it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it would be fine.
Like, if you want to say that's real life, I'd totally be on board. That is.
Okay, so that we're okay with. And we're not hiding that. We're not making, like, Elliot stand in front of the stomach.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, that's fine. But it's just the 2-page layout of nothing but prego bellies. Oh, what's that black line called?
Linea Negra.
That's my group, my Linea Negra group. Let me ask you this: what? And so they just made sure that there were no pictures taken of you. How many were there? A bunch of other pregnant women with you in pregnant girls with you in school?
There was 4 total, but only 1 stayed in school with me. The others I saw at graduation.
Oh, they came back to graduate.
Homeschool.
And they did not encourage us to come to graduation. They were
No,
afraid
of course
it would be
not.
too much walking.
So much. It's going to be hot. Tickets are tight.
So's your gown. All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You got it. We'll talk to you later. All right, let's do some follow-up phone calls, please. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. Any good stories from yesterday, last night, anything at all that you want to get into, it doesn't matter to me. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468.
Call Elliot in the morning, 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
What up, Elliot?
Who's this?
It's Shannon.
Shannon, how are you?
I'm good. I wanted to call in and talk to you about I went to the strip club for the first time on Sunday.
No kidding. Was that your first? Well, first of all, Happy New Year. I don't think I've talked to you in the new year.
I know. Happy New Year, dude.
Thank you, dude. Now let me
Friend zone.
let me ask you which strip club did you go to on Sunday?
I don't want to say because of something that we did while we were there.
Is that you and Zach?
No. So I went to the Caps game beforehand.
Oh, dude, you were there for Ovi's 500th?
Yes, I lost my voice. I was going to call in yesterday, but I felt like such S, and I couldn't hold the phone to my ear.
Right. No, good for you, girlie. Good for you.
But yeah, so I went with 3 of my friends, and then one of my other friends was there with another group of people, but we took him with us. So I made the last-minute decision. I was like, guys, they just won 7 goals. Like, let's go. So everyone was down, and we went, and it was full nude. It was awesome. There was so much Kujini in my face. And then my friend Jenny, we were sitting next to the, platform that she was dancing on at the bar.
That's a stage, ma'am. That's a stage. But yes, go ahead.
No. It wasn't a stage. It was just like a circle platform.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm with you.
Glory box, so to speak.
And the girl took her underwear off, and Jenny goes, I want that. And she stole it.
Wait, so she took the stripper's underwear?
Yeah.
For the most part, I feel like they frown on that.
Probably. When she was done, she was like, have you guys seen a Lime Green song? We were like, no. What?
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how did you enjoy your first strip club experience?
I loved it because I also met the owner and the owner's best friend, and so they were hanging out with us, and they gave us free shots, and then they went in the back and, brought out stacks of $1 bills, and were just giving them to me and my friends to throw at their girls.
Oh, you know what? Good for you. And listen, I mean, I've been to strip clubs before with girls. Strippers love girls at a strip club.
Oh yeah, they were all about me and my friend Jenny. One of them got my number.
Oh really? Wait, to go hang out, or in case or your number for an application?
She wanted me to work there with her.
Would you ever do that?
I definitely was all about it when I was drunk, but definitely not soberly. I think my dad would completely disown me and never speak to me again.
Because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I mean you've got a very nice body.
Thank you, Elliot.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So now when will you be, oh, you know what? I see, Tyler just pulled up a picture. I believe that's you and Jenny together.
Yep, she's holding the thong.
Now, have you decided, will your return to the strip club always be kind of a spur of the moment, or is this going to be something you're going to plan out?
It was definitely spur of the moment on Sunday, but we'll definitely probably do it again because we all had a blast. And it was actually all of my guy friends' first time being there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we all just pulled a last-minute decision and low-key made that move, and it was awesome.
Last 2 questions, and then I'll let you jump. Number 1, and be honest with me, did you find it to be a little bit of a turn-on?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. Number 2, where are you even in text mode with Zach anymore?
Yeah, we literally talk almost every week, every day almost. I was talking to him on Sunday about it, and I kept sending him all the Snapchats. I did Snapchat it.
Right.
And he got them the next morning, and he was just so impressed that I actually went, and then he was a little bit jealous because he's never been to full nude.
All right, very good. Shannon, nice to talk to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You got it. Talk to you later. Thank you, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
That's her team.
That's right. Nicholas Jamet. Does that name ring familiar to anybody?
No.
We've talked about him before.
Jamet?
Jammet. Jammet.
Is that the owner Shannon met?
No. He is an owner.
I don't recognize the name.
We've talked about him before because I wanted to be boys with him.
Oh.
But now I'm upset because he's leaving.
I know what it is.
Go ahead.
Are they fellow Hoyas?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Sweetgreen. Remember the boys, I wanted to be boys with the owners of Sweetgreen.
That's right. They're moving, corporate offices?
They are moving to California.
Yeah.
Because, and remember, I wanted to be boys with them as an investor because everybody says Sweetgreen is going to be the next McDonald's. It's going to be massive. And so my boy Nick, NJ, was talking about how in order to be able to be global and on the stage that they need to be on, they're going to move to California. Co-CEO Nicholas Jamet says, we want to be a national brand. California is a really important part of our success in becoming a national brand. 3 Sweetgreen locations have recently opened in L.A. One in Berkeley is scheduled next. Dude, how much money are they making?
A lot.
And I wanted us to get in. We weren't going to be ground floor, but I wanted us to get in on the first floor. Now they're probably up to like the 8th or the 9th floor. Dude, they are going to make so much money.
And how old are they?
They're young. They
Late
just
20s?
27, I think, 28. Yeah. Just got out of school.
Wow.
Just got out of school. By the way, you know who they're going to have to compete with in L.A.? And I'm sure Nicholas knows this, but NJ, if you haven't left yet, there's a restaurant in L.A. that I can also see growing. A place called Lemonade. And they've got a bunch of locations around L.A.
Yeah.
I could see them being the big battlefront for Sweetgreen.
Is it just
salads?
It's salads and hot food. But you almost order it in you walk down a line. It's almost like I don't want to say Chipotle, or as my mother-in-law would say, Chipotle. But it's almost like that, but instead of being kind of like, just fast food, Mexican, it's all like salads and vegetables. And then they'll have at the end, they'll have hot stuff. So they'll have like a stew and mashed potatoes. It's awesome.
Are they known for their lemonade?
And then they've got 52 different styles of lemonade. Place is nice. But if my boy NJ wants to get in it, that's going to be his big competition out in California. Is either Sweetgreen is going to expand quick. Sweetgreen's probably cheaper. Well, it is cheaper than lemonade. But either Sweetgreen's going to take off or Lemonade's going to take off. One of those two is going to go. But God damn, good for them. Good for them. Oh, and then the guy that I wanted to find, the other entrepreneur. So anyway, good luck, Nicholas. Good luck. Don't come crawling back either. Make us proud. Ow. I'm looking for... Kaylee, I need some help. I'm looking for somebody out of Richmond, Chesterfield County to be exact. Howard Deskin out of Chesterfield County. He works, he is the CEO and Internet Marketing Manager at Impression Marketing in Chesterfield. I need you, please. What'd I say his name was? Did I get it right?
Howard Deskin.
Howard Deskin. Is that right?
What's the company?
He works right now. He is the CEO and Internet Marketing Manager at Impression Marketing in Chesterfield. He has invented something, which, by the way, I was getting in on the first floor on Sweetgreen with my boy NJ. This is ground floor that we're getting in on, and Howard is going to make bank. He just started a company called Fresh Assist.
And that is?
A spray that's applied to toilet paper to improve your wipe. Laugh all you want. Do you think the person who came up with Ass Weepays? By the way, that's essentially what it is. Except
but it's
instead
just
of
the spray.
Instead of having to go out and buy a tub of Ass Weepays.
Right, which you then can't flush.
Right on the toilet paper. And it improves my wipe.
It's very portable, it sounds like. But I thought I was fine with just Cottonelle, the Commando Challenge.
No.
Every time I see that commercial, I think of Elliot.
Oh, thank you.
I think he would never do it.
No, not in a million years.
I can't.
Never.
I can't go commando in this photo booth for you.
No way. Deskin has worked for years to come up with the formula for Fresh Assist. He says, do not try hand sanitizer. Oh, if you've eaten sunflower seeds, well, really any kind of peanut, walnut, D's nuts,
anything abrasive,
anything that could cause a nick. He eventually came up with a water-based formula. Just after Christmas, Amazon began selling the spray in 2 cents. Would you like a soothing lavender?
Oh.
or a cooling chamomile in a 2-ounce bottle that isn't much bigger than a hot dog and will last about a month for a regular user. 2 weeks if your last name is Siegel. $15.99 for a 2-pack. It's in its very early days yet. As of Thursday of last week, Amazon had fielded orders from 20 customers. Let's rock and roll. And then there's you can also pick up Fresh Assist at Titan Auto and tire shops. A buddy of his owns it. It's on Jeff Davis Highway.
That makes sense.
He's ordered 10,000 bottles and needs to move them.
You always hear during Shark Tank that inventory can be a huge problem and scare away investors.
Investors have put up $50,000 to get this far. It's a risk, he says. The product with packaging that encourages the consumer to, quote, get clean in between is an alternative to wet wipes, which Deskin says, and rightfully so, those can be very irritating. Just spray on toilet paper, wipe away, and you'll feel a whole lot cleaner and fresher than just using conventional toilet paper alone. I do have a question for Howard, though. Howard Deskin. Does it make the toilet paper wet and soggy?
Well, it's going to depend on the spray.
Not. Right, because as everybody knows, if you've ever...
That was very Trumpy.
If you've ever...
the way you said that.
If you've ever had to quickly put your toilet paper under the faucet just for a moment to aid... You got a lot of problem. You may as well just take bubble gum and put it in your hair.
What? A bad analogy.
Because that's the problem you're gonna have.
Oh, well, it's a spray bottle.
Right, that's
obviously,
what I mean.
If you spray too much, that's going to create a hazardous situation.
Yes. Oh, of course. But listen, if anybody knows CEO and internet marketing manager at Impression Marketing in Chesterfield County, his name is Howard Deskin. You know what? I want to try it. I want to sample it. I may even want to do live reads for it. Get clean in between. And honestly, who better than me to sample this product?
No one.
Absolutely, right?
That is sadly right.
There's nobody better than me than to take this challenge. So you tell Howard Deskin, Kaylee, keep a phone line open all day for Howard Deskin. I want to get us, Diane, would you like to try the lavender? I want to make sure I have the name right. Well, the soothing lavender or the cooling chamomile?
Chamomile.
Sorry, chamomile. Chamomile.
I would say the chamomile.
I don't like, I want it to be an alliteration. So it's like cooling chamomile makes sense. Soothing lavender I don't like. Liquid lab. No, you can't do that.
Wrong.
All right, Deskin, you're on the clock. Look what I did for NJ, Nicholas Jammett. Look what I did for Sweetgreen. We can do that with Wipe Away. Isn't that the name of it? No, Fresh Assist. Sorry. I have to work on that name, too. Damn it. All right, let me do this. I'm running very late today. Let me do this. Let me take a quick break. Hey, will you check that real quick? Is that Howard? Is that Howard? It's his birthday today. Different Howard. All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news. After that, tickets to the sold-out ACDC show.
Ben is the greatest bachelor on the planet of history.
Elliot in the morning.
It's Elliot in the morning. There's my Lamb of God. Tickets coming up a little bit later on this morning. We'll also talk to Chris Adler, drummer from Land of God, friend of Elliot in the morning. Oh, by the way, I should mention, looking forward to tomorrow. Tom Green will be on with us. He's got a couple of shows this weekend. Got a couple of things to get into with Tom Green, but he'll be on tomorrow. So today, we focus Chris Adler. Tomorrow, we focus Tom Green. We do need to get into some news. Real quickly, somebody just tweeted at us, though. They just bought some Fresh Assist. You're welcome. Hashtag YOLO. All right, let's get into some news after that. I will give you tickets to go see ACDC St. Patrick's Day. That show is sold out. But I have tickets for you. So, Diane, let's get into some news, please.
Obviously, people getting ready for tonight's State of the Union address. That'll be going on along Capitol Hill. D.C. drivers know the drill with the street closures that will be going into effect. But people also looking forward into Thursday night for the next Republican presidential debate. So Rand Paul, Carly Fiorina cut from the main stage.
So they're not even they're in the like the undercard.
No, and in fact, Rand Paul's like, well, I'm not showing up for the undercard.
Suck it.
See you later. His campaign saying, by any reasonable criteria, Senator Paul has a top-tier campaign, according to the statement.
So
he's like, I'm not going to participate in that. So the undercard is going to be.
I'm sorry, I wasn't invited. I won't go.
Mike Huckabee, Rick Santorum, Carly Fiorina, and then the big kids debate.
By the way, that dooms Carly Fiorina, because now, I mean, not only didn't she make the cut to make the main stage,
right,
but now she is the woman that went from the kind of the little engine that could and like fought her way out and made it to the big stage, and then now just got sent back down to the minors.
Right.
That you're done. Your team's looking to deal you at that point for like future considerations.
So we will see everybody else: Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Ben Carson, Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, and John Kasich. That'll be
Kasich still on the big one.
Yeah, that'll be for the big Thursday night debate.
And Jeb.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Man.
And then maybe after this, we'll see people continue to drop out.
No, because then we're only, isn't it just 2 or 3 weeks until the, I forget which primary it is, but then you're into primary time, so they'll
Iowa,
stick
New
with
Hampshire.
it through that.
Yeah.
If you're on the main stage, you're going to make it through. I mean, unless you just embarrass yourself horribly and everybody goes, no more money. But after that, you'll make it to you should be able to make it to the primaries. By the way, God, now I feel like the week's getting busy. On Friday, so coming off the debate on Thursday, on Friday, our political correspondent, Patricia Murphy, will be on. So we can kind of double dose her. So you'll get the debate and then a little leftover from the State of the Union address. Do we have to watch that tonight?
No.
Yeah, but don't you feel like you should?
Yeah.
I'll try.
But I didn't get to watch The Bachelor live.
Oh, well, they
may have to go back and watch that.
Last night, Donald Trump stopping by the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, telling him that a race that could happen between he and Hillary Clinton would be one that would very much draw voters to the polls.
I think it's going to be one of the most interesting races. And they actually said if I win, a poll came out, if I win and she wins, it's going to be the largest voter turnout in the history of the country. And that's a good thing because people don't vote that much in this country. So that would be an amazing thing if that happened.
Yep.
To clarify, I did watch The Bachelor live. I didn't watch the post show with Kris Jenner.
Right, okay. But you watched the...
Kris Jenner is on that show?
She's a super fan.
She
was supposed to be on it during the summer edition.
Do you...
Or so I read.
Do you look at Kris Jenner
Bachelor
and go, that's
Paradise.
no super fan. I should be on that show.
She was the meat between the Chris Soules and Ben Higgins sandwich.
By the way, Diane, last night you would have liked Chris Harrison because they went to Bachelor High. Ben took all of his dates to back to high school. And, like, they had to do a bunch of, like, things, and then, they were competing to be, like, the homecoming queen, because he was going to be, of course, the homecoming king. Mm-hmm. And so, Chris Harrison dressed up as, like, a bunch of different, people at the high school. Like
high school stereotypes.
Yeah, exactly. It was awesome. He's coloring the dog too much, but it was good. It was good.
And then there was a big commercial for Ride Along 2.
Massive. Although, you know what? I would like to hang out with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. That wouldn't be bad. Just go driving around in a car with them.
Kayla wanted some alone time.
Right.
And then Ben wanted some alone time with Amos Lee. My God. It's like, dude, stop crying about this song.
Oh, my God, that's my favorite artist, Amos Lee. Famous Amos.
Same one?
No, but I do love those cookies.
I'm going to win that bet.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say I was eating them. I'm just saying I love this famous Amos, Amos Lee. Yeah, Ben was all into it.
He started singing.
Were you happy?
And now Kaylee's singing.
Were you happy that Mandy Horseface got sent home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too.
And she was even the homecoming queen.
She was the homecoming queen,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
It's not Horseface.
Yeah, no, she's got
You're
that.
really going after people's physical appearances this morning, because you went after Olivia's mouth.
No, I was going to say, well, she does. I didn't say Olivia's ugly. I just couldn't make out with her. I could, but I wouldn't like it because I feel like she'd get my whole face mouth to mouth. But no, there's some hot chicks on that show.
Who are you pulling for?
I don't know yet. I don't know her name. Who was the first girl ever out of the limo? The flight attendant.
Oh, Lauren B.
Yeah, that's who I'm pulling for. Did she get sent home? No. She's still, LB got sent home.
LB left.
That's right. She left.
Yeah.
Jubilee's still in it, Diane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jubilee suck face. What's up?
The bond for the affluent.
Hold on. Kaylee's still singing. Well, she's crying.
Remember, he gave Lauren B the picture of their first chat. All right,
whatever.
All right.
Whatever you're
so
doing.
It's the spoiler alert. Ben picks Amos.
The bond for Affluenza mother Tanya Couch. Sorry, Tanya.
Tanya, thank you.
Tanya Couch reduced to $75,000.
When you got money, it's Tanya. How does it go from $1 million to $75,000?
Well, because during the bond hearing, her lawyers are saying she's got all of her bank accounts frozen, and that's pending her divorce, and so she doesn't have any money to make bail. So she
how much is a flight risk?
Well,
she ran to Mexico.
The other side brought that up too.
Yes, yet. I don't believe you are a flight risk. You are a flight risk.
So instead of $1,075,000, she gets out today. She gets out today.
She'll be out today. Also, there is a $1,000 reward. They are looking for the dog, the Affluenza dog, that was remember when they got busted? Somebody called in and told us that they saw that in the story, that their dog was with them. And that it leads into like some kind of an arrest or something like that. It's harder to arrest somebody when they have a dog with them. That dog is now missing, and there's a $1,000 reward out to be able to get the dog. You know, the other thing that I saw yesterday, and maybe it was old news, but about this case that I didn't see, and maybe it came up during her bond hearing, is that right before she and Tanya and Ethan took off for Mexico, they had a going away party. They threw a going away party to take off. What is she going to get? She's getting out of jail today. Remember,
but I mean, they said
it's not a resort, Tanya.
They're still looking at possible 10 years for her.
She's not going to get 10 years.
We'll see.
Most people who are facing 10
something.
years don't get released from jail.
I know, but she'll get something.
Yeah, Tanya's out. Ethan's still being held, by the way.
The problem with Vegas's tourism dollars is not that people are not going to Vegas, because they certainly are. They said when you look, visitors are spending plenty on everything from going out to eat at all the nice restaurants.
Well, everybody wants to go see my boy Chris Vaughn at Olives.
Drinking everywhere. They said people are going to see everybody's different residency shows, be it, Jennifer Lopez or Celine Dion or Britney Spears. People are not gambling enough, and that is why they said they have seen consistent massive losses for at least 6 years running. They said they lost $662 million in the casinos last year alone. The worst loss they had was back in 2009 when it was $6.8 billion that were lost just because people were not gambling.
Weren't gambling as much, but you're right. Everybody's going to Vegas to spend money on everything else other than the gambling.
Yep.
I have never done anything but gamble. Like, I've never gone to a show in Vegas. That's not true. I have gone to a show at the Joint.
You haven't gone to any shows?
I've never gone to like a Cirque du Soleil. I've never gone to like, I don't even count like going to a concert there. I don't count as going to like a residency there. Like, if you're going to see Britney, you're going to Vegas to see Britney, and you may gamble. I've been in Vegas and then gone to see a show at the Joint, but to me those are like, I'm not going to go see Elton John. But so many people are. So the restaurants are making bank. The shows are making bank.
That's what they said.
But let me tell you something. That money will dry up quick. If people aren't gambling, they'll dry up quick. They need gambling.
Interesting new study that is going on as we speak. Scientists are using freeze-dried pills containing the fecal matter of healthy and skinny people in an effort to see if by ingesting this matter, it's going to help people end up losing weight.
But that's like we've talked about that where I can't remember what the
are you talking about like when you have C. diff?
Where they give you the healthy stool
Yeah.
from somebody. It's essentially the same thing, except now they're looking at it in a preventative measure as opposed to an emergency measure.
Yep. So the study is underway. They're going to wait and see how the results pan out. But they said it's in a capsule. It's obviously odorless and tasteless.
Right.
And it's freeze-dried feces.
Like
and
oil
they're
pills.
saying you never know. This could be the thing that helps in the nation's obesity
Just don't
crisis.
burp.
No. Alabama beating Clemson last night 45-40 to win the national title for the college football playoff championship game. 4th title in 7 seasons under Nick Saban. He now has 5 career titles, including one at LSU, which puts him in 2nd place all time behind Alabama's Bear Bryant, who had 6. Redskins coach Jay Gruden holding his press conference yesterday saying he feels good about the nucleus of his team and coaching staff as he moves forward. The aim at this point is to get Cousins signed, but now, or rather how quickly it'll happen, I guess is up to
they've
Scott
either going to
McCloughan.
sign him or franchise him. They have to do one of the two.
Nike considering dropping Johnny Manziel from their roster during this offseason. Apparently they said they're on the fence about continuing their relationship.
I didn't realize, he was signed by LeBron James's marketing company.
Right.
They already dropped him.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to get your personal life taken care of.
John Wall, 17 points, 10 rebounds last night. Wizards beating the Bulls 114-100.
Hey, also, Tyler, help me with, I know I'm not going to pronounce it right. It's going to sound horrible. Ballon d'Or?
That's it.
Is that really it?
That is, yeah.
Oh, the Outstanding Player Award that FIFA hands out every year. So the awards were handed out yesterday. So is it the men's Ballon d'Or or just for the men, it went to, Messi. And for the women, it went to Carly Lloyd.
Yeah.
From the U.S. That's awesome.
3rd American.
So it's Abby, Carly, and Mia, I would assume. Right.
Yeah.
And then Messi beat out Ronaldo, who's won it the last 2 years.
Correct.
But isn't it like 5 or 6 years in a row where it's always one of those two?
Yeah, there was some talk that Neymar would sneak in and break the stranglehold that the two of them have had on the 1 and 2
But it's
position.
just them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, so Messi and Lloyd. Good for Carly Lloyd. That's awesome.
That's Look at News. And
Just saw Mike Jones in the hallway.
yeah.
I guess he rode up the elevator with Tony Kornheiser this morning. Said Kornheiser smells like he rolled around in dog crap. Said he stinks.
Like Sam from The Bachelor.
What have I always said about Tony Kornheiser, Diane?
You would not piss on him if he were on fire.
Thank you. 866 to Elliot. 866-235-5468. Let me go to line 3. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, good morning, Elliot.
Hey, who is this?
It's James Black from Southern Maryland.
Oh, very nice to talk to you, James. How are you doing today?
I am doing good now. How are you this morning, man?
I am excellent, thank you. James, I am going to give you a pair of tickets. ACDC will be in town on St. Patrick's Day. That show is sold out, but we have tickets for you.
Awesome, man. Kick ass.
Good deal. Hey, James, what do you do for a living?
I run a John Deere service shop.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Hey, do you let me ask you this though. Do you have any employees that are required to like work in the office or is it a little more open than that?
Nah, my office is kind of like in the middle of the shop, so it's kind of just open. The doors stay open all day long. It's just in and out.
I gotcha. All right, dude. Well, listen, I'm going to pass you on to Kaylee. She'll get some info from you. And like I said, you enjoy ACDC. That show's sold out, so nobody's buying tickets. Or they're just overpaying. But I will give them to you free, so you hold tight 1 second, all right, dude?
Yeah, you guys rock, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Kaylee, will you do me a favor? James can hold for a second. Will you do me a favor? I need somebody who works in like a kind of a typical office setting. So I don't care if you have like a cubicle job or if you have a job where you would be like even if you had an office, that's fine. You're not the boss, but you have an office or a cubicle job. Something where you're kind of working at a desk, your desk, again, be it a cubicle or an office, every day. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I need that, please. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. So please, if you're an office type worker, where you have a desk that you kind of report to and work every day, call me. Real quickly while I'm waiting on that. ACDC tickets, you will win those all week. Keep in mind, like I said, that show is sold out St. Patrick's Day, but we'll give you those all week. Later on, just over an hour from now, I will give you tickets to see Lamb of God and Anthrax. That show is sold out. And we'll also talk to Chris Adler, drummer from Lamb of God, drummer from Megadeth. So he'll be on with us just over an hour from now. And then looking forward to tomorrow, Tom Green will be on with us. Of course, you can keep up with everything. Facebook.com/EITM online. Line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who is this?
Jen.
Hey, how are you, baby?
Good, how are you?
I am good, thank you. Question for you. You report to an office every day and sit at a desk every day?
Yes.
And is there, do your bosses or boss, whoever it is, do they monitor you in terms of making sure you're at your desk doing work?
Not necessarily me, because I'm always at my desk. But they monitor that you get there on time and stuff like that. But for the most part, you just do your work, and they don't question anything really. But
perfect. No, and that's a good answer. Now, let me ask you this: other than like making sure that you get to work on time, and I'm assuming it's not like an old boss that we used to have, not here, but at another station I worked at, Jeff Dennitz, who would stand at the front door to the office with a clipboard and check off what time people got to work.
Oh God!
But let me ask you this. Would you be pissed? Would you be angry if the company that you work for installed some type of device that attached to your desk that tracked when you were at your desk and when you left, how long you were gone for, and just kind of monitored all that for them?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people would, but like I said, for me, I'm part of the exception to that rule. I don't really get up. I mean, I get up and I do work, but for the most part, everybody in my office knows that when I'm there, I mean business, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I'm sure that for a lot of other people in the office, it would.
God, what a great employee you are. What a great employee. Like when you say you never get up and that you're known for that, are you like, does your job require that you're always at that desk?
Parts of it. I mean, I'm accounts payable, so I'm supposed to be, paying invoices and such, but
Gotcha.
There's a lot of part of my job where I have to get up and file things, or I have to go pull reports for other
I'm
people.
going to be able to see all of that as it goes on. So,
Yeah.
all right, very good. I appreciate it. Kaylee, give me another one who's working at a desk. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey.
Hey, who's this?
This is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. You work at you have a cubicle or a desk job every day?
I do.
Right. And are you monitored to make sure that you're at your desk and not kind of getting up, walking around, taking breaks, whatever it is?
Not really. I mean, it shows in like the productivity of your work, because a lot of the stuff, you have deadlines to meet and stuff like that. So if you're not meeting them, they're obviously going to see that.
And are you going to be upset when I install this device? It's going to sit on the underside of your desk so that it will monitor. I mean, all I'm really doing is monitoring body heat, but it's going to pick up from your legs and your body when you're at your desk and working versus like, like you get up and you move away. Obviously, I can tell that there's not as much heat around my device.
I'm going to have to quote you on this one and say that would be Boshi. But yeah, I mean, that would certainly bring morale down. I don't see any point in that. I mean, if you have a desk job, you could be like a crappy employee and browse the internet all day.
Right, but at least I know you're at your desk. I'll monitor other things, but I also want to make sure that we're not just getting up and that we're not just walking around and, this one's gone for a break and it shouldn't take you that long to have a cigarette and how many times do we really have to go to the toilet? Like, I'm going to monitor all of that and just kind of track you if you don't mind.
Then I'd be in a lot of trouble. I mean, just for my personal work area, I mean, the printer that we use is all the way on the other side of the office. So, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't reflect well on me.
I got you.
So.
All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good night.
The Telegraph newspaper did that yesterday.
Oh, they've already done it.
Yeah. Lasted one day.
Oh, right.
One day. Wouldn't you be livid?
Yeah, of course.
I'd be furious.
And they also, they removed him after the story went viral.
Right.
So there was, I'm certain, internal frustration, but then once they started getting heat from the World Wide Web, you knew that they'd remove them.
I'd bash the thing. Or rip it off. Seriously.
Well, it's just like any sort of device or method that people come up with to try to monitor people in that way, babysit people at their desks. You find a way to get around it.
They introduced devices that literally attach to the underside of the desk. And it's like a black box, if you will.
Yeah.
That attaches to the underside of the desk and monitors through heat sensors when you are at your desk and working.
Mm-hmm. People need to get up from their desks occasionally.
I don't mind that, but not that often. You don't. Or when and here was the other thing that it was set up to do is, so let's say
video.
Let's say you're at your
spring and summer.
let's say you're at your desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get up to go get something off the printer. Well, I see that. I see the heat sensor. Cool. Like, oh, Diane
and
got
I'm gone
up
for like 10, 15 seconds and it's fine.
Right. And then you come back and I'm like, all right, Diane needed something. 5 minutes later, you get up again. At some point, Stupar, where are you going? Where are you going? Well, nobody wants to be babysat like that. Nobody wants to feel like they're chained to their desk. But that's what I'm doing. What you call it? So, but there was such backlash. First of all, the employees were pissed. The employees were hot.
Did they know about it before they arrived at work on Monday? They did.
Yeah, I believe so. The devices were being withdrawn due to feedback from the staff. In light of the feedback we have received from the staff today, thank you. It is let's see. It has been decided to withdraw the underdesk sensor monitors immediately. We will be looking at alternative ways to gather the environmental sustainability data we need. We'll keep staff in touch with any new. I thought I saw that they were. The sensors were installed over the weekend and were to be used to monitor whether the employees were at their desks. Wait, am I wrong? I thought that I saw that they were. Maybe they weren't. By the way, if I didn't know that they were there, oh man, could you imagine?
Well, yeah, because then somebody comes up to you, like you said, with a clipboard, and it's like, well, here's all the times that you got up from your desk. What's going on?
The installation of the sensors drew harsh criticism in the press and on social media, as well as among the staff. But now I take that back. They may not have known.
But go back to the...
they may not have known.
You said that it was, and they're looking at alternate ways to gather information on environmental sustainability.
Right.
So this was an environmental measure.
No, how is that an
You
environmental?
may think I'm tracking you.
How is this an environmental measure?
I'm trying to gather data to figure out how we can make the floors more efficient in terms of conservation, heating, cooling, lighting at low usage times.
So why do you have a monitor under my desk getting my body heat?
No. It's getting your body heat, but that's not the primary use. You said it yourself. That line stands out when you say that it was for environmental sustainability data. When you read that, I was like, wait, what? That doesn't sound at all like you're positioning it, or at least the staff did after they went viral with it.
The environmental sustainability data, we need to keep staff in touch with any new proposals. Hey, I know y'all are cold under your desks and whatnot, so this will measure the temperature. That's a load of crap.
I'm telling you, it clearly was pitched different than it was interpreted yesterday.
By the way, I would tape a camera on it and then sue the company. They're just trying to take pictures of my bulge.
Yep.
I would be so hot. By the way, do we have a way to find, it's not in this story, do we have a way to find whether or not the track the activity, here it is, monitor the presence of people within the space. And by the way, we can't identify who you are, just whether you're there. I do know that's your desk, though.
Right. They're numbered.
Here we go. The data would be used to monitor broad areas within the office for energy usage.
No, it's not. Oh, there's a lot of you sitting over there. Probably need less air. Come on.
It says, however, Occupy's own website, I guess that's the company.
Occupy is the company.
Makes few references to environmental issues and instead focuses on how companies can make cost savings by downsizing their offices.
Oh. Well, see, that's even worse than me babysitting you. Stupard leaves her desk a lot, moves around. I don't even need her here. I don't even need her here.
You put her in the field?
No, I put her out of work.
Oh, put her at home.
Yeah, I don't need her. Yeah, she can do whatever she wants. She can go get a field job, but she's not coming here no more. Look how many times she's up and away from her desk. You know what? Next time you get up, keep walking. Don't let that door hit you. Where the good Lord split you.
That's UK slang.
Do they have an idea in their head of what an acceptable number of
That's up to
times
each
you
manager.
can get up?
It's up to each manager. Do you really have to get up every time you print something? No. Print a stat, go get it. I don't need you.
What about
walk there, walk back.
Drink a lot of water, got to pee. What about people who have like bladder issues, have to pee a lot?
Then I'll make a note. Come to me with that and tell me, and then I'll note that.
Right, or people will lie about that, or
you lie all you want.
Like
right.
it's just like the case you brought up before, where hey, I'm running a little late. Can you turn on my computer and make me look like I'm there?
Oh, right. That's what what's her face
like
used to do here.
Throw a sweater over the chair.
No, she used to do that all the time. The girl downstairs, she would always call. Hey, could you just start my computer up and just move some papers around, please? And can you go sit in my chair for 15 minutes?
Just in case they touch it to see it's warm.
Got to register some body heat. So you'd be pissed.
I'm trying to stave off the sixth extinction.
Where am I going, Kaylee? By the way, but can I play devil's advocate for a second?
Mm-hmm.
How's that any different than having a manager just walk the floor and keep track of who's there and who's not there?
Well, and I'll leave him anonymous. But someone tweeted, my boss recently instituted a policy where we have to email him when we get into the office. 2 people are already leaving. Because you can't email for fear of that boss then getting up and going to check. Like you can't. Like,
so like our girl here who was having that done.
At first glance, you'd be like, yeah, just email from the car or something.
Yes.
But the second you
send
pop
from
your
my
head
iPhone.
out looking for Stupar.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope they delete send from my iPhone.
Right. No, but I get that email and I'm like, oh, sweet, she's here. I need to talk to her. And this, she's not here.
Nope.
Would you leave over that?
No.
Over having to...
Do I look like an employee who would like fudge in and out times?
No, but also I show up on time. I don't need to email you I'm here. If you want to know,
it shouldn't be a problem if it isn't a problem.
Then it shouldn't be a problem for you to look. Seriously. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. God, I hate authority. Seriously. I'm here. If you don't know that I'm here, then why don't you get up and walk? Oh, my time's very valuable. And 2 people are leaving. Now, unfortunately, it's not the greatest time to be out of work.
Right.
So I might.
Well, there's no
I may
good
talk
time
a
for
big
that.
game. By the way, if the story's true, our company's getting ready to put a lot of people out of work. Same with Entercom. But they're all up in New York for meetings right now.
Is that happening this week?
Yeah, that's the word. Right before tomorrow's town hall.
Oh.
That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that to be true. But I'd bet on it. Where am I going, Kaylee? Let me ask you this, Tyler.
Yeah. Am I a manager at
No, you're an employee. You're an employee.
Oh.
Heat device under your desk.
Yes.
Email the boss when you get in.
I'd rather email.
So you don't like the device.
Well,
Why don't you like the
are we
device?
trying on all fronts to curb species loss?
Then
I get the heat device.
So, and are you taking that because at least once I email that I'm here, well, then I could get up and F around as much as I want.
Well, there's something to be said about the
I only got to check in
one-time
once,
email.
right,
Yeah,
versus check in all day.
Sure.
Line 6. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, Elliot.
Hey, who's this?
My name's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Good, thank you.
So I was calling in regards to the boss man monitoring everything that we do.
Right.
And so our day started off, we used to be able to swipe a card to clock in and clock out.
Right.
He no longer trusted that, so we actually had to clock in with our fingerprint.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so we clocked in with our fingerprint.
Can I ask you this, though, real quick? Like, do you work for, like, the Department of Defense or something like that?
No, sir, I work for an insurance company.
Wow.
I'm not laughing that you work at an insurance company, but like when I hear that there's fingerprint detection, like to me, I'm trying to get through a glass door at the Pentagon.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it was just a crappy office in Temple Hills.
Right.
So then, like, our day would go, and he would monitor our phone calls, so he could tell us how many calls that we took in, how many calls we made out, if we were at our desk, how long we were away from our desk. He wants to know why we were away from our desk for how long. And then if I was like, say if I was to call my mom, well, why did you call this number 10 times in one day? So he monitored all of that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then supposedly when the economy crashed or whatever he wants to call it, he took away our 5 paid holidays, he took away our 401k, and he took away our water.
No water.
No water.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
So he definitely, and then we moved to a new office, but it was about a month or two before we moved to the new office, he installed cameras. So there was cameras on everyone's desk. So if I wanted to scratch my boob, I couldn't even do it because he'd see me do it.
Wait a minute. So you had a camera on your desk?
Yes, it was a camera right above my head, and it was throughout the whole office.
Tyler, where are you on camera on your desk?
Yeah, so when you walked into his office, you could see what everybody was doing because he had the whole monitor there in his office.
God, I hate that. I wouldn't like that at all. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm opening up silverware I'm eating. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'd be hot about
So
that.
cameras that work.
Desk is rough unless it's exposing a world that the oil and gas companies don't want us to see.
Well, you know what, Kaylee, do me a favor. I got everybody on hold. If you're on hold, don't go anywhere. Give me one quick break. I will grab you next.
Elliot in the morning.
You know I love it. Go long.
It's Elliot in the morning. All right, thank you very much for holding through the break. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Kyle.
Hey, how you doing, dude?
Good, how are you?
Good. You at a desk all day?
Yeah, I'm at a desk all day. I'm a building engineer down in Arlington.
And now let me ask you this. At a desk all day, are you monitored for how much you are away from your desk, how long you're at your desk, all your moves are monitored?
No, not really. I mean, I sit right next to my boss. I'm in a cubicle, but there's not a monitor or anything like that underneath my desk.
Let me ask you this. If they put a monitor under your desk, would you be pissed?
Absolutely.
You would. You'd be furious.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how they track it, too, because, I mean, part of, at least in the engineering world, you got to get up and go talk to other disciplines and coordinate stuff between stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping track, and I know, and if you're one of those people that's always gone from your desk, I'm going to move you out of the office.
I mean, I wouldn't mind working from home.
I'm sorry. You're going to be home. You're just take out the working part because I'll just let you go because you're never at your desk doing your job.
I am doing my job. I'm just at another dude's desk.
Well, you know what? Now you're being combative. I'm going to have to get security to escort you out. Owl! All right, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, by the way, do you think most offices monitor or don't?
In terms of...
I guess they probably all monitor to some level.
They could,
like walking by an office, and that's like the basic.
Yeah.
I mean, they know comings and goings here just by swiping of key cards, right?
But those don't get checked. It's not like they
could check them.
Oh, 100%.
It's not instant.
But it's not.
It's actually a pain in the ass.
But it's not. Well, that's true too. But it's not. Somebody's not sitting there watching a screen going like, oh, swipe, 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 swipe. And besides, if three of us came in together, you would never swipe. So yeah, that's not overly monitored.
This is Jimmy had a boss that I had to email when I would arrive and leave for the day and lunch.
Oh, God.
I would email for piss breaks. He got mad, went to HR. I told HR he made me email piss breaks. He got fired for harassment. And the hashtag is winning.
By the way, that would be me. That guy, who was that guy?
Jimmy,
that would be me.
Going overboard to be a dick?
When we used to have to fill out timesheets. And they were like, oh, you can only put down 40.
Oh, right.
Well, don't ask me to fill out a timesheet. Because I'd fill it in. I mean, listen, I wasn't being honest, but I was working close to 150 hours a week. But yeah, don't ask me to fill it out. Because I'll fill it out. No, you can't go over 40. Then I'm going to be done working for the week on Tuesday. But that would be me. I would email... Going to get a drink. Going for coffee. I'm back from coffee. I would email incessantly. I do like the boss getting fired, though. That gives me a joy.
That would be me. if we're to pick a role in this play. Typecasting.
Would you make employees punch in a code for long distance?
I mean, if it became a problem?
Well,
what kind of plan do we have?
I don't know, but like...
Are we a business that doesn't really deal outside of the neighboring areas?
Yeah.
Yeah, then... And then I noticed that our bills were getting up there?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Or in the code would just disconnect the call. You wouldn't be able to use anything but local numbers.
God damn it dropped.
God, who is drinking all that water? Well, I'm getting rid of it.
Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is James. How you doing?
Good. What's going on, James?
Hey, I don't have an office job, but my old job, I found out that they were tracking us via our phone. I took a half day off to go fishing, was running late, went home, jumped in the shower, started getting dressed, and my manager calls me and says, "What are you doing home?" And I said, "Well, how do you know I'm at home?" And he said, "Well, we installed a new tracking system on the phones, and we put a geo-fence around everyone's house so we know when you leave and when you come home. And there's an alarm that goes off up at corporate."
And listen, I get that you can track phones, but if I had somebody doing that and just knowing what, you know what, you want to know when I get to work, I guess that's your office. I'll hate you, but I get it. But you don't need to know if I leave my house at 8 o'clock at night to go do something. Screw you.
They wanted everyone leaving the house by 9 a.m. and not coming home until 5 o'clock. Needless to say, I had a new job within 3 months.
Wait a minute. They would tell you that you have to leave your house by 9 to get to work.
Yeah, and we had a home office. So they wanted you out in the field by 9 a.m., and they didn't want you coming back into the geo-fence or perimeter around your house before 5.
Oh, my. Well, I just parked the car around the corner. Well, they can see it, though. They can see it. Damn it. Damn it.
You just take the cell phone, you just take the battery out of your cell phone or wrap it in aluminum foil or go drop it off somewhere. Yeah,
all right.
It completely cut into my fishing time, so I had to get a new job.
Right. I hear you. All right, Scott. I appreciate it.
When are you going to bring back beef, beer, bullets, and butts?
Dude, that's been forever ago. That was forever. Yeah. That was fun, though.
Tyler
good.
said no. Too dangerous.
Yeah, there's some management. They apparently think it's a bad idea just to have people with
awesome
guns pointed at us. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Thanks.
Later, man.
I didn't say no. I just wrote something for the suggestion box. And that went to management.
Is there anything... Wait, hold on. My old job made you... oh, here we go. My old job made you click a reason while you were away from your desk every time you logged in.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Would you leave that job?
No.
Is there anything they could do here where you would leave?
Yes, of course. I felt my rights were being violated.
Okay, I'm talking like not sexual harassment and stuff, but just in general. Micromanagement.
Well, yeah, if I had an issue with the company that was affecting how I could do my job.
Right.
Yeah, of course. If they're just monitoring stuff to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and they're considering the sixth extinction. You know, the international wildlife trade creates bogus markets that threaten the existence of species that have been on the planet for millions of years.
If they rip the coffee machine out of here,
that would be it.
I'd leave. I would.
Or they thought about charging.
Right. I'm not leaving for that, but I'm angry.
I will be pissed.
I'll find a way to break into it. But if it was like, you know what, we've hemorrhaged so much money, we can't supply coffee
anymore.
You're
putting them out of business by the amount of coffee you drink.
Goodbye.
It'd be easy to charge now. Oh, no, wait, that was for the suggestion box.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, because of the machine?
Because it's a machine. It's not the K-cups, and it's not just a pot.
I would be borderline ready to quit if they started charging. I wouldn't quit, but boy, would I be a nasty prick to deal with.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have coffee.
No, I would, but I'd shake the hell out of that machine until my money fell out of it. But if they ripped the coffee out of here, I couldn't work here anymore. I wouldn't be able to do it.
I was thinking like ethical concerns for being the reasons we weren't seeing eye to eye, and you went with coffee.
Line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, yeah, I was calling because my job has the monitoring.
Oh, wait, how are you monitored?
It's through the computer system, so everything that we do, everywhere that we go on websites or calls that are made, if we have to go to the bathroom, everything's monitored through the computer.
See, wait, how did they know if you go to the bathroom?
You have to hit a button to basically say that's what you're doing. And if you go over time, they'll know, and then you'll get like...
Go over time?
Oh
You don't
my
know
God.
how long. Although, what did we tested that. The average piss is 22 seconds long.
You told us everyone was that long.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody pisses 22 seconds. And remember, we tested that.
And then you give people time to wash their hands. Well, some wash their hands.
10 seconds. And then an 8-second walk. You should be back in a minute. Hey, what if you... can I ask you this? And
this says 21 seconds.
Oh, well,
that's right. It was...
We're drinking less water.
2 full Snapchats, and then a 10th of one.
I'm not asking this to be gross. I'm asking this for serious. Were you able to differentiate between how long you were going to be gone?
Well, it's they say you get like 2 15-minute breaks and your 30-minute break.
Right.
And you can go to the bathroom only in those times. And they got to a point where they weren't letting anybody go unless it was in those times. And then people, caused a big deal about it.
Right, I hear you.
But to differentiate, no.
Right,
I don't
okay.
think-
Because
most people were able to get
I've
by with it.
installed my own for everybody here. I've installed my own bathroom button. So if you need to leave, you'll just you'll hit this button. And I know where you're going.
Diane. I expect it from Kaylee.
That's Diane.
Oh, wait, each person has their own cut?
That's our new game. Who just got up to go?
By the way, I meant it in terms of like a bank and sound effects. Cut, not cutter. Because Kaylee's like, yeah, turd cutter.
That's me. That's Diane.
God, my eyes are watering.
Oh, you better hit the button. That's Tyler.
What? No, he's impacted, remember?
Kaylee. Okay, you ready? It's America's favorite radio game show. Who just hit the button?
Wait, you need theme music. Hold on.
Who's going?
Ready?
Yeah, you ready? I'm ready for you. Play along at home. Ooh. It looks like a chair has been pushed back. I'm sorry, Kaylee. Tyler is absolutely right. Winner.
Update your LinkedIn.
Ooh, another chair has been pushed back.
Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and sound identification.
Let's see who's going. Oh, Kaylee hit her plunger. Who's going? Diane is right! Oh, bonus round. Who's going?
How did this? I can see that it's one you've played before, but it sounded so different.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Kaylee, you're right. I'm going.
Seriously, Diane is just going to go in her pants right now.
Oh. Nope, she hit the button.
No, here it is.
Oh, that's Tyler's beats.
All right, I'm finished. I hope everybody won at home. I hope everybody played along and won.
Where do guests stay?
Tyler.
No, that wasn't me.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, yes, it was.
No.
Kaylee, who is this? That's Tyler.
Yes. The one you played before was Kaylee.
Ooh, the millennials have such a different sound to them. Oh, welcome back, everybody.
No.
We're done. We're done.
Credits.
We're done. We're done. What would Sajak do here?
What would Kingston do here?
Oh, he already changed the station. That or he'd try to flip over a desk and throw a bottle at me like my Peppy. He'll be monitoring me at that 12 o'clock meeting in his office. Don't like that kind of talk on the radio. Not at all. All right, thanks for playing. Who just went? Tune in tomorrow. We'll play again.
By the way, Sajak, Vanna White, and the whole Wheel team just did the nicest thing ever, and then you drag him into this film.
Elliot in the morning.
Don't forget, about 25 minutes from now, pardon me, Chris Adler, drummer from Lamb of God and Megadeth. He will be on with us. I'll also have tickets for you to go see Lamb of God. Sold out show with Anthrax, Sunday night. That show takes place. Tomorrow morning, like we mentioned, Tom Green will be on with us. I'm told I have to go to line 5. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, this is Howard Deskin from Fresh Assist.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Howard Deskin from Fresh Assist.
Is
Elliot was trying to call me?
Is this the CEO and Internet Marketing Manager of Impression Marketing in Chesterfield?
Yes, it is.
Dude, how are you?
Good.
I was talking about you earlier this morning.
I heard my phone was blowing up at about 6:30 this morning.
Right, you should have been up. Honestly, you should have been up, and you.
I was up.
You should have had the radio on. You should have called immediately, dude. I stumbled on a little story about you yesterday. I love your idea.
Oh, thanks.
Now let me ask, what's your real gig?
My real gig is impression marketing. That's my number one gig.
Right. And then, then your number 2 gig.
Yes. But I've had a number 2 gig all my life.
Have you really?
You know what I mean.
Oh, I gotcha. Hey, so so you created Fresh Assist. I was trying to explain earlier. It's a spray that you invented that you put on toilet paper.
That's correct. So, a lot of people in the world, especially in the U.S., use wet wipes.
Yes.
Because it gets you cleaner.
Sure.
And just regular toilet paper, right? So, we used it in our house, and I've had to take the toilets apart to fish them out of the toilet because they don't flush.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. By the way, how many were you using?
The family.
Oh, all right.
That's me. And then we're reading about the problems that the wet wipes are causing with the sewer systems.
Right.
The municipal sewage plants, they're not deteriorating. New York City wants to ban them. Vancouver just spent millions of dollars trying to fix all their equipment because they can't handle the wipes. So I said, I'm going to try to mess around. I'm trying to create something that's an alternative that's even a little bit more portable because it's a nice bottle you could take with you, a little more discreet. And so I worked on formula for a couple of years, and let me just say I tried many things and went through many pains and some irritation, if you will.
Right.
And finally came up with a formula that I thought worked, and then reached out to a local product development company, Stephen Gould Corp. They're in Glen Allen, and we connected, and they helped me put everything together. We worked on the branding. Naturally, we're a marketing company.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's your bread and butter right there.
My business partner is our creative director, Ann Moss Rogers. She used to work at the Martin Agency, so she was obviously a big
Okay,
help
now
with
you're
the
name
branding.
dropping. Now you're name dropping. You're name dropping.
Yeah, name dropping. Yeah. So she. Right.
Hey, now let me ask you this: how did you like when you say you started working on the formula? Like, I would imagine like that's a legit part of what you had to do.
I have to. Yeah, we tested it. My wife and I tested a lot of different concoctions, if you will, and some are better than others. I will tell people, as it said in the article, do not try the hand sanitizer.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. You said that there were some growing pains in trying to come up with stuff. I would never try hand sanitizer. I feel like that would be a problem. What else did you try?
Let's see. Shampoo, different variations. Tried different kinds of body washes.
Right.
And the problem with all of them is they're too concentrated. So even though you use it in the shower, you would think, oh, this should work. It's just there's too much concentrate in it, so you're really dealing with probably the most sensitive part of your body.
Right.
Your backside, so you have to be really careful. So, I gave up a couple of times and can't figure this out. And then about a year and around Thanksgiving last year, I hit on something that I thought worked. So I gave out a whole bunch of samples to the family Christmas Eve and see if they liked it, and just cheap way to give gifts, right?
Hey, now let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this: like, if you watch Shark Tank, I'm sure you do. You sound like the type that is very entrepreneurial.
Yes.
I feel like, at least in the article I was reading, you got a lot of inventory backed up.
That's correct.
But I mean, have you tried to get this thing on Shark Tank?
Not yet. They generally, in most cases, laugh you off the stage if you don't have any sales.
Right.
So we just want to wait until we have something that, we want to see how the public reacts, obviously.
Right.
See if people like it, see if people buy it, and then consider Shark Tank would be fantastic. We'd love to do that.
Yeah,
I do
sure.
have the application, but we haven't filled it out yet.
Right. Hey, how far into the hole are you on this thing for financially?
Well, I've got a couple of investors. My brother is an investor. A friend of mine's an investor. And, I think we spent, I think the article said 50. It's probably a little less than that. But, you can finance a lot of this these days.
Right.
Starting out on corporate credit cards. So that's how we paid for most of the inventory. That was the minimum order. We had to order 10,000.
Right.
So, we took taking a risk. But we're on Amazon. It's starting to sell a little bit now. And we have I could give a coupon code to your listeners if you'd like.
You know what? Why wouldn't I? By the way, some dude tweeted me this morning. He already bought one just because.
Hey, awesome! I appreciate that.
All right, yeah. Give me the coupon code.
Okay, it's N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, the number 8, T as in Tom, 5, Z as in zebra, the number 7, and B as in boy.
All right, I hope I can keep up with that. That went by. That was longer than I thought it was going to be, or I thought it would be like some catchy word. All right, very good. And by the way, when should I start looking in the mail for? Diane wanted to try the chamomile.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll send you a 2-pack.
Oh, one of
I don't want to put you out. I don't want to put you out.
Yeah, no problem. What address?
You know what? Kaylee will give you all that. It's up in Rockville, but Kaylee will she'll get you all of that information. I look forward. I will try both the lavender and the cooling chamomile.
I appreciate that. Thanks
Are you
for
working? Are you working on a third, or are we just going to worry about these 10,000 first?
Yeah, we're worried about the 10,000, but we do have. We've been working on refreshing rosemary.
Oh, you know what? I like that.
You like that one? And we have a vanilla is great. We've been testing a vanilla. We haven't completely named it yet, but vanilla is really nice. Really smells great.
You know what? I want to try that. You know what? Send me a 4-pack. Let me try them all.
Well, we haven't produced the other 2 yet.
All right, whatever. I'll get on that.
Right.
Dude, I hope your company takes off, and don't forget about us little people when you're a billionaire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, don't worry about it. Well, I appreciate this is our first radio interview, so I really appreciate you.
Oh, you know what? I am a pioneer. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you, Howard.
Okay, thank you.
You got it, dude. Talk to you later. Happy birthday. That was nice, right?
Yes.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
It's nice he gave us a coupon code.
Thank you. I don't Nancy something
And
or other.
I got
Diane,
it.
It doesn't matter.
I wrote it down.
It's on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, there you go. You can do that. That's nice. All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Now my schedule's all messed up because I wasn't expecting that. Let me take a break. We'll come back. Let me relay things out. I'm really doing this more for me. Diane will do some news. After that, I'm going to give you tickets to go see Lamb of God. That show is sold out. After that, we'll talk to Chris Adler. And then after that, I'll figure something out. So, quick break. We'll do some news. Lamb of God and Anthrax tickets next.
Ben is the greatest bachelor on the planet of history.
Elliot in the morning.
All right, good news, bad news. The good news is people are taking advantage of the code. The bad news is we crashed the website.
Oh, boy.
It's intermittent. FreshAssistSpray.com. So it's very intermittent about whether it's working or not. So you may have to hold it for a little bit. And then try again later. Boy, Kingston is not going to be happy with today's show. Not at all. Thank you, Howard. And happy birthday. All right, we got to get into some news. After that, tickets to see Lamb of God sold out with Anthrax. Then we'll talk to our buddy Chris Adler, drummer from Lamb of God and Megadeth. Diane, let's get into some news, please.
The memorial site in Jacksonville, Florida, continuing to grow after yesterday's announcement that remains believed to be of those of little Lonzie Barton, who was reported missing 6 months ago, had been found in a wooded area. Suspect Ruben Ebron led police to the scene where the skeletal remains of a child were found, not buried, but definitely
thrown away like a piece of trash.
Covered. The rumor continues to be that he had reached a plea agreement with prosecutors, so he would plead to aggravated manslaughter and would serve 20 years on the charge. Again, that remains to play out in court. Also,
God, does that drive me nuts.
Also yesterday, it was disturbing to hear some of the evidence that we had not heard when it comes to the ongoing trials of Jesse Matthew, the young man who is accused in the death of UVA student Hannah Graham. We learned all about this bloodhound evidence that had been discovered, where they said that the scent of Hannah Graham was found by the bloodhound not only in Matthew's apartment, but also on his vehicle door. They said they also were able to determine that the dog alerted them to a scent that indicated fear and adrenaline,
right,
suggesting that Hannah Graham may have been attacked near a mulch pile at this site.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. To be able to, I mean, you understand when you, and you see it in the movies all the time, where they give them the scent, right, and then they go looking. But to be able to say, well, this is, not only is this the scent, but there's also the presence of these other, chemicals that are brought on by different emotions.
Yeah. When I was reading that yesterday, I mean, first of all, it's very sad. But when I was reading that yesterday, I was like, oh my God, this is it's fascinating.
Yeah.
It is fascinating.
President Obama delivering his final State of the Union address tonight. This isn't going to be a normal State of the Union address for him. Instead,
It's almost like the Correspondents' Dinner.
What do you mean?
Isn't he going to tell jokes, do a little stand-up?
I mean, it's not going to be, well, here's what I want to lay out for, the next part of my term as president. This is like themes that I think the other Democrats need to be putting into their campaigns as we get closer to the election. And also he'll highlight what he believes were the successes of his administration. But they said this could be like the shortest one that we've seen in like 25 years.
Oh, dude, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Obviously acknowledging that not that many people watch it on television anymore. They're making sure that, you can watch it on Snapchat and YouTube.
Hey, is there somebody we always watch for on the State of the Union? Like, there's always like the seat hogs and stuff who get there. They're probably there already camped out. But isn't there somebody we always watch for?
Yes. Who's the New York representative? Elliot.
The only ones that come to mind are Spitzer and Siegel. Oh, and Sadler.
So, what?
That's it. It's Elliot Sadler.
get there to get a good seat to get a handshake, obviously.
Yeah, they want to be able to high five POTUS.
Yeah, but I mean, they said, let's see, last year, 31.7 million viewers turning in, which was down from 52 million the first time he did his State of the Union address. Looks like there were 62 million that tuned in to watch W in 2003. Kentucky clerk Kim Davis is going to be there. She will be a guest, according to differing reports of the Family Research Council.
Right. Oh, they love us. Mm-hmm. They love listening.
And there will be an honorary empty seat at the speech in honor to remember those who have been lost to gun violence. This has been done before, back in 2003.
Didn't W do it?
Yes, he did it in 2003 to honor those lost in
9/11.
9/11.
Right.
Yeah.
Elliot Engel.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there he is. You'll recognize the stash. But yes, that's him.
And it's Hermie going this year. Not Elliot Sadler. Hermie's representing Emporia.
Yes. Richmond police on the lookout for a person who was going through the fan district and slashing tires. They have.
Oh, did you watch the video?
I didn't see the video. I know that they described him as wearing being a white man in a rumpled suit, dark hair and a beard.
I've slashed one tire in my life, and
it seems like it's harder than it looks.
I was just going to say, I feel like I had to work a little bit. The tire I slashed, I used an ice pick on. This guy walked down.
That's what I had in my pocket.
This guy's just, they show him walking down the street, and honestly, it's almost as though he's just like, he goes by the tire and it's done. So either he's got this guy must
stab
have
it, right?
The sharpest knife in the world, because he just, and the tire's done. Like, I had to thrust to get that. It was like the monkey, the 2-pump. Like, I had to work at it.
Just checked Powerball a couple of minutes ago. It is still at $1.4 billion.
Let's grow that pot.
I'm sure it will probably continue to rise before we get to Wednesday night's drawing. At this point, the lump sum would be $868 million. Alabama beating Clemson last night to win the National College Football title. Final score 45-40. Alabama's fourth national title since 2009. Derrick Henry, 3 touchdowns for Alabama, including the winning score with just over a minute left. Jay Gruden holding his press conference to say that he feels good about the nucleus of his team, and obviously priority at this point is to get Kirk Cousins signed. We'll have to see what GM Scott McCloughan does in order to make that happen.
Griffin didn't talk to reporters.
What was up with the poster?
Oh, I mean, he just left up. I can't remember what it is, but apparently it's been in his locker for most of the year, some kind of affirmation thing.
Oh, so it wasn't like something that he brought in and stuck up there.
No, but he intentionally left it there.
Yeah,
he took all his figurines home.
That's true.
But he intentionally left I can't remember what it is, but it's, I don't know, it's some affirmation thing. But
paradoxical commandments?
Yeah, I have it up by my phone. But but he left that there intentionally for reporters to see.
Looks like Ben Roethlisberger is likely to play this weekend. Antonio Brown, we're not sure.
Well, no, he's in the concussion protocol. Actually, they don't believe he will be ready to go by this weekend.
Right. Ovechkin named the first star of the week. He had 5 goals in 4 games to lead the Caps to 4 straight wins. And he also obviously got his 500th goal on Sunday.
Did you watch any of the Kings game last night? It was the late game.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I watched about an hour
7.
of it. Man, that was pretty solid, though. That was a pretty good game late last night.
Panthers' 12-game winning streak comes to an end as they lost to the Canucks 3-2 in overtime. It was 17 points for John Wall, 10 rebounds as the Wizards beat the Bulls 114-100. And I guess there's been a lot of talk amongst the wrestling world as to whom would be the person who would induct Sting into the 2016 Hall of Fame.
Well, didn't they just announce that Sting, that wasn't out earlier, was it? That Sting is being inducted?
I didn't know he was.
Yeah, well, for WrestleMania is when they'll have the Hall of Fame introductions, and I saw that Sting is being inducted into the Hall of Fame, which I feel like that's good news for you.
When did that come out? Last night?
I saw it last night.
What's Jones saying?
The Jones, is that a good pick? Came out yesterday? Well, maybe for if you're on the app, probably. But he's the only one they've announced so far, right? Correct.
So induction will be April 2nd, American Airlines Center in Dallas. I guess they said the WWE announced Sting because tickets go on sale this Friday.
Oh, that makes sense.
The rumor is that he would be inducted by his longtime rival Ric Flair.
Oh, no S.
Yeah. Woo! That is a look at news and sports.
Hello, Chris Adler.
What's up, Elliot? How are you today?
I am doing excellent, dude. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Getting ready to take off for a tour. Actually.
Oh, you know what?
Nonchalant.
Oh, I know. Just getting ready to get out, get on the road. I apologize. I introduced you incorrectly. Aren't I supposed to introduce you as 58th Annual Grammy Awards nominated Chris Adler?
That does feel a little better.
Dude, there is so much going on with you. I don't even know where to start. I feel like, by the way, like Diane was mentioning, like when you're like preparing to head out on the road and get everything done, is that stressful or is that just like, whatevs, I've done it so much it doesn't even matter?
Well, it is stressful because of, time with family, trying to soak that up. And also for this tour, we decided that we were going to really drastically change up the set list. So we've been in rehearsals trying to get these things to not sound terrible. But we're bringing back songs that we wrote, some 20 years ago. So that's a little stressful to make sure that we're on the money when we get on stage. But we are used to it. We've been doing it for a long time. This one's a little different just because it's a lot of new material, and of course here we are in the new year and starting fresh with the album's still doing well. It's still fairly new, and we're excited to get out and support it across the U.S.
Hey, let me ask you this, because I think the last time we talked to you was either right on the eve or it had just come out and I couldn't pronounce the name of the damn thing and it was like a mess.
That's right.
Hey, but now let me ask you this. I mean, obviously you guys have played it, and I don't know how much you've played it live, but does it feel as good live as you? I don't want to say as you thought it would, but as you kind of start getting ready to play it live, does it feel right?
It does, and that's the funny thing about writing music is because when we put it together, obviously there's a lot of thought and kind of creative emotion that goes into these things, but you don't really know how that's going to translate or how it may or may not kind of come alive on stage when it's not in the sterile setting of a recording facility. So we've had the chance, I guess over the past couple months, to take a couple of these songs live, and even more than any other record, I think these songs have really found their own life, and I think it's because of the things that have gone on with the band and the way that our fans and the audience is connecting with us and those songs and maybe the lyrical content. But like I said, even more than stuff we've written in the past, they really kind of got a life of their own.
And then it's weird, and not to jump around all over the place, but then, if you fast forward to next Friday, you have another, with Megadeth, you have another new record coming out.
It's good to be me right now. Yeah, I'm really excited about that as well. I think, for Megadeth fans, it's going to be a real return to form, and I couldn't be more proud to be part of that project as well.
Hey, can I go back to the Grammys for a second? Just for a sec.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no,
sure.
and listen, I know that I've given you crap in the past, but first of all, are you even going to go?
I don't think we can. I think we're actually on the road while it's happening.
Aw, dude, come on.
Well, we've been to every other one, so the ones that we've been nominated for. So maybe us not being there will help us win one.
Well, I was going to say, but you've always done such a good job of being the exclusive Grammys correspondent for the show, and now I was hoping I was going to get like you hanging out with Taylor Swift and you hanging out with The Weeknd. Like I thought this is, I'd get good stuff this year.
Well, it's true. There were some good stories. Me and Gwyneth Paltrow and Jay-Z sitting at a bar did actually happen, which just blew my mind.
That is awesome. That is. So wait a minute. So if you're gonna be out on the road and like, so then it'll just be somebody going, Lamb of God couldn't be here, so on their behalf, thank you.
Yeah, I'll probably, I'll send my dad maybe. He'll have a 30-minute speech and get yanked off, but that's the plan.
Now, do you have any respect for the bands that you're up against?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's back up a little bit. I don't think that and this is probably not going to help us win anything. But this is not the kind of award that we aim for when we're writing music.
Sure.
This is not what we're looking to do. And metal, to me, shouldn't even really be a part of it. And they've gotten it wrong so many times that if we were to get it, we'd have to look back and be real with ourselves and say, listen, every other time that we missed this, that we should have gotten it, that was a joke too. So we can't take this too seriously.
Hey, but Chris, let me ask you this. Like, why do you feel like, and by the way, let me back up one more step. I fully believe, and I don't know, maybe there are artists and maybe there are acts and maybe there are bands that when they write something, they go, you know what? We're writing it because we want it to win an award one day or nominate, whatever. That's fine. Maybe that does happen. Maybe it doesn't. But, and I do believe you when you say that when Lamb of God sits down and they're going to do music, that never enters their mind. I fully and 100% believe that. But why do you think that metal has no place at the Grammy Awards?
Well, in the way that the Grammy Awards has presented itself, it's basically a pop show. And, in the past, as far as songwriting and all that stuff, it basically comes down to lyrics and melody. And so metal to me has always been it's not supposed to be popular. It's not supposed to be, awarded. It's kind of the music for the outsiders and rebellious and, maybe a little more aggressive than most people would want to deal with. And so we're not looking to have everybody like the band or to get an award. And I'm not saying that like we would actively write a song against the idea of that. I think, the pendulum of taste has kind of come in our direction a little bit where, heavy music is a lot more accepted today than it used to be. So I'm glad that, it's represented there. I just don't think that there's a method in place there that really understands what it is that we're doing. So your original question, yes, I respect the artist that we're up against.
Sure.
But basically it's a popularity contest.
Right.
Once we get there.
And I guess and maybe back to the way you referenced this earlier, is it does almost get treated like a reach around during the show, and it's not like, hey, here's something important that we have to deal with.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it's not televised. It happens, around noon in basically a cafeteria looking facility that, we've been to several times. And although we kind of dressed up and wanted to make it special, we're treated like, the redheaded stepchild of the whole process.
Right. All right. That's fine. All right. Let me move on. Let me get away. I'm sorry I even brought the Grammys up. I'm sorry I even mentioned it.
It's great. I hope we win one. I'll give it to my mom.
Have you already made that promise?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it would mean more to her than it would to me. So sure.
No, you know what? That's awesome. Hey, so I know the show this weekend, with you and Anthrax, completely sold out. That's a nice little run out for you guys.
It's great. Yeah. In 2002, we toured with Anthrax before, and we were the opening band, and they treated us very, very well. And one of the things we learned, actually, that was one of our first tours, was to always treat everybody, the same way you'd want to be treated, because you might see them on the way back up or the way back down. And, here we are now headlining, and we plan on being as cool as they were to us, on this run. But it's a great package. They've got a great new record coming out as well. And, these are guys that we grew up listening to. It influenced what we do. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think it's a pretty good package for the fans too.
Hey, Chris, as long as we're talking about touring, can I ask you something serious if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure.
Go back to November of last year, and on the heels of the attacks in Paris, not only you guys, but there was several bands that did it, but you canceled the remainder of the European tour, and obviously I totally understand that, but like what goes into that process of making that decision?
Well, I'll tell you exactly how we decided it. And there's been, we're not immune to all the chatter and backlash that happened when we did that. And it wasn't something that we wanted to do. And the shows were doing great. Ticket counts were great. It was really, really disappointing that we had to do it. But what happened was the Paris attack happened. We were just coming out of the UK with shows that we had just done with Megadeth together. Played a show in Germany, and then came over to Tilburg, Holland. And when we got to Tilburg, we learned that not only we already knew about the Paris attack, but when we got to Tilburg, we realized that the same night we had played in Germany, about 200 miles away, was the planned attack of a stadium there with an ambulance full of explosives that they found. So, we were glad that nothing happened there. And so we got to Tilburg, and there was a specific security concern at the venue where the venue security found two grown men outside taking pictures for hours of the facility and where the buses were parked, where the trucks were parked. And as they approached them to ask what was going on, the two guys ran as fast as they could, jumped on their bikes, and took off. So security came to us, explained that situation, said, we don't have any credible evidence, and we're going to beef up security for the show, but you guys, we want to make sure that you know what's going on. And at that point, what really made the decision for us was not that we were scared, not that we were intimidated to play, but the fact that we know now that we've been given information that something is amiss. So if we go ahead with this and somebody breaks in and does something, horrible, more than likely the band will be able to get run off the back of the stage and out the back door, and we'll be fine. But we're putting our crew in danger. We're putting everybody that's bought tickets in danger, and they have no idea that they could be, hurt or coming into this event, that something could be going on. So it felt very irresponsible for us to go ahead with the show, knowing that something wasn't quite right. That doesn't mean that something was going to happen. We have no idea.
Right.
But just knowing, had we played the show and something had happened, we'd never forgive ourselves.
Sure. No, especially like you said, with that having been told to you ahead of time and knowing how weird or bizarre, or even if it was just a weird or bizarre, God forbid there was something. I totally get that.
Yeah. And then continuing on from there, we felt like, this thing that happened in Paris with that particular band, here we are with this, the band is called Lamb of God. That's a target in itself. We're a bigger band than they are at the time. It's just, are we now more of a target? And as we cruise across Europe, we were heading towards Brussels, where they just shut down the city 2 days after we left. So it just looked like it was just going to get more and more messy. I mean, we probably could have hung out and played Switzerland. Nobody's going to probably blow up Switzerland, but it didn't make sense. We would have been hemorrhaging money all across the continent.
Sure. No, I totally get that. Hey, real quickly, you mentioned that during that time you were you were out with Megadeth, and we all know that you do double duty. And like I mentioned, the Megadeth record is out next week. But I do like, and the last time we talked, I was saying I want the opportunity to be able to see that together. I saw that I get a couple of U.S. and festival dates of Megadeth and Lamb of God together.
It's happening. There are some dates in April and May. These like Rocklahoma and Carolina Rebellion and these big radio fests that are happening around the country. There's going to be 3 or 4 that we are actually going to be doing together. So I'll fly you out, no problem.
Oh, dude, no. Don't even tease. Don't even tease, because I know one of the shows that you guys are doing is Welcome to Rockville in Jacksonville. And we went to that last year. We were all excited. We flew winters down there. And then there were torrential rains and tornado warnings. And we ended up hiding for cover under a freeway. And all I thought is, oh, my God, we'll just go stay in Adler's bus and we'll be good to go.
That's it. Yeah. The bus is totally tornado proof. So, yeah, you're good.
No, but I love that. And so, like I said, like it's Welcome to Rockville and several other festivals. Will that keep going, or is it just kind of spotty here and there and we'll see what happens?
Both camps are very friendly with each other. There's really not a lot of animosity about the whole thing, other than conflicts that are, bound to come up when we both want to tour at different times. And we're working on that. We share a management company, so they're helpful with that. And, for me, it's important to try and not cause, anybody any trouble over that, and to make sure everybody is able to do what they want to do. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me, but ideally for me, yeah, I would love to see both bands tour together. I think the fans would love to see that as well. But for now, we both have new records coming out. We both feel like it's important for us to kind of get out there and headline and not really share the spotlight at the moment. But, as the year goes on, who knows? I would love to see that happen, and I'm going to keep pushing for it.
By the way, off of that record, although I know that's not where we're plugging, but Fatal Illusion is freaking awesome.
It's a beast to play. We were doing that all across the tour we just did. It was the world tour that I just did with Megadeth was crazy, man. In fact, we spent 2 weeks in India, which is about as long as anybody should ever spend in India. But we had a great time. We were playing that song every night, and I'm in better shape for it for sure.
Yeah, that thing is unreal. All right, last thing, and then I'll let you jump. Did you sell a ton of candles for the holidays?
Yeah, my wife's doing great with her littlesilverlinings.com. She's busy every day. She does them right out of the house and made to order. So yeah, check it out if you're into it.
Good
Thanks
deal.
for mentioning that.
Oh, absolutely, of course. All right, so Sunday night sold out show at the Fillmore with Anthrax. Looking down the road, if I can get it put together, welcome to Rockville, April 30th and May 1st in Jacksonville. Hey, Chris, best of luck with the tour. It's always good to talk to you, my friend.
Absolutely. Same to you guys. Have a great one.
You got it. Thanks, Chris.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Elliot in the morning.
How can you not be blown away by his drumming?
I am. I think the whole, like you said, like the whole physicality of it's amazing. It's nothing you ever think of.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, and I don't mean you. I just mean the collective you. Listen, you're not a metal fan. That's fine. Like everybody should like all different types of music, and you don't have to like just one thing. You should like a sample of everything. But when you hear him drumming like that, how do you not just sit there and go, "Holy crap, he's unbelievable"?
How about what's the new Megadeth lead guitarist? Kiko, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like shredding there. That's a good track.
Oh, that's great. It's great. That song is good. That song's really good. Anyway, thank you, Chris Adler.
I'll add shredding myself. I can't say anything.
Wait, what was the one yesterday that you weren't allowed to say? I feel like we added a couple yesterday.
It was like a paragraph.
So what? Oh, you're just
thinking.
All right. So thank you very much to Chris Adler. Lamb of God sold out with Anthrax on Sunday. And then I'll still try to put something together for Welcome to Rockville, where they'll do double duty with Lamb of God and Megadeth. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm working on it.
Sounded all dejected.
No.
You got the invite for him to fly us down.
Yep.
Well, he said you. He did say you. You know what? I may meet you guys there. I may meet you there. But at least we know that if it starts raining this year,
we got a place to go.
Yeah, I'm not standing under a freeway talking to Chumley. Hell no. You know where I am? Chris Adler's bus.
Metalachi.
I am hanging out. Oh, I liked them last year. Yes. I really liked them last year. That was good. Oh, now I'm all excited for Rockville again. All right. Anyway, just quit interrupting. So that is Adler, and I do hope they win the Grammy Award tomorrow morning. How's the sandwich? I haven't gotten there yet. Tomorrow morning is Tom Green. He will be on with us tomorrow morning. All right, a couple of things real quickly. By the way, I feel bad. There's about 90 things I didn't get to today that I needed to get to. I just got busy with stuff. I had the fresh scent guy with his weekdays. We had to
Don't
play.
say that.
Not what it's
no, but you know what I mean.
Promote the brand.
His is a spray. His fresh. What is it called?
Fresh Assist.
FreshAssistSpray.com. I don't know if the site's working yet.
What was the tagline?
Oh, if it's busy, just hold it. No, what was it? Stay clean in between. Stay clean in between. And then we got backed up playing America's favorite radio game show.
Get clean in between.
Get clean in between.
That makes more sense.
Who's going?
Yes.
That was our.
That was worth it. That was worth it.
So I feel like there's a ton of stuff that I didn't get through today. But a couple of things I do have to mention. Number one, did you guys see the window washers in Houston?
Yes.
How?
I don't know how they do that job in the first place.
Terrifying
but then,
is that? They were 75 stories up. And I think one of the I don't know what the I know they're on a scaffold, but I don't know what the mechanical apparatus is. But the motor ate it. And they were just tilted. They were
not the same thing.
They were just hanging there, tilted from the side of the building. Didn't they say though that like those windows don't open on that tower in Houston? That again, 71 stories up. You know how high that is?
I know. But you see people do. I mean, it amazes me that we've got them here on like the 6th floor.
Okay. You're going to die if you fall off the 6th floor.
I know.
There's a good chance you're dying. I think it's anything above the 4th floor. You're looking pretty shabby. Anyway. Or is this going to be another one of those cases? Oh, what I was going to say before I get to that. So the windows don't open, but I guess the way that these buildings are designed, the windows can be, I mean, obviously it has to be somebody who's brought in to do it, but the windows can be removed so that you can get in. So they don't open. It's not like an employee is sitting in there and they're like, oh, crap, let me open the window and let Elliot in. It would have to be like it's probably like somebody who is at the building. I'm sure you don't have to wait 30 minutes for somebody to go. Although, weren't they hanging there for 45 minutes?
It's wild.
But where literally that entire pane pulls in. But we don't have that on these windows, right? I mean, in here, these are double-paned windows because of the quality of the sound.
How would that work?
Well, I don't know if the outside window removes and the inside one, you would just throw a chair through it.
That has been threatened.
The
window washers do train for situations like this.
Is this going to be a case, though? Where was the last one where somebody was hanging off the building on a scaffold? Was it New York? And remember, and the only reason it stands out is I was talking about how I felt for these guys, and all of a sudden, everybody who's ever worked on a building called in and was like, I'll tell you what, those sumbitches done messed up themselves to put themselves in that situation. And I felt like everybody was going after the window washer.
Was it New York?
It was a tall building. I mean, I guess it could have been Chicago. It could have been L.A. I mean, I'm going to go through all the cities where a large building has been erected.
Where's Indiana?
Great moment on The Bachelor last night, Diane. Great moment. But is this going to be one of those where everybody's going to start blaming the window washer guys that were on the scaffold because they did something right or something wrong?
Let's see. Crews rescue World Trade Center window washers.
There you go. See? I got it.
Yes, it was New York.
Don't you remember that?
What did the initial reports say, though?
Oh, that one of the engines on one of the side. It's like an engine that controls the up and down, and they're supposed to work in concert with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them malfunctioned, so it caused it to cattywampus. And that's what created them just dangling there for 45 minutes.
And they said they were facing the building, looking in the windows.
You think it was just the look of just terror?
My God.
Just the sheer look of terror. 45 minutes.
They said they were very calm.
By the way, I'll take you back to yesterday. Talking about my kid being stuck in an elevator by himself for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed like an eternity. He was in an elevator. And I know the elevator's not falling. I just need to find a way to keep him calm. These sumbitches, essentially the same amount of time, are all but hanging off the side of a building.
Yeah, this is effing BS.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's terrifying. And they're harnessed, right? I mean, we do know that.
When
our
we
guys
see
are
the
harnessed.
guys through our windows, they are, yeah.
And didn't we learn that there's two types of window washers?
Is this an old joke?
Yeah.
No, I'm being serious. Like, isn't there...
You got your nice girl.
No, isn't... Tyler, stop it.
That was it, wasn't it?
That is the joke. But didn't we learn that there are two type of window washers, like up to like a certain floor is one classification, and then above that is like you can do 20 floors under like a class A. I'm making up the name. And then like a class B is like 21 to like 1,000.
Like a certification?
Yeah, where it's like you're able to go this high up, and then if you're further certified, you can go that much higher.
I don't recall that at all.
I was really into that conversation, or I've completely made it up in my head.
You dreamt it.
You don't remember where everybody was angry at the window washer saying they did this to themselves? Nope, I'm the only one.
No.
Here we go. International Window Cleaning Association certifications.
Thank you.
Residential, commercial ground, rope descent, suspended scaffold, and high-rise specialist.
Thank you.
Mm-mm.
Thank you. You could go ahead and take high-rise specialist off of my license.
Where's Elliot?
By the way, I could never, ever, ever do that job. I don't care how many harnesses you have strapped to me.
How much it pays.
I was
going to say, see, that could change somebody's mind.
Could you do that job?
I think I could adapt.
You think you could do that? You could
on a scaffolding?
90 stories up. 90 stories up
no.
window washer.
I'm talking about here.
No.
6th floor.
I
90?
could do this.
No.
6 floors, I could do that. I would be very stiff-legged.
Dying quicker.
And where?
6th floor.
Yeah, no, you're dying off
no,
the 6th.
I couldn't do the...
90 stories up.
Like rappel off the top of the building.
I've done that.
I feel like I would feel...
No,
there's a little bit more
security
to the scaffold. A little bit. You're still tethered in a way.
90 stories. Any chance?
No.
$300,000 a year. You're...
Absolutely.
5 days a week?
By the way, I'm up there. I'm up there. $300,000, I may not even have a harness on.
That's right.
Because you don't ever see window washer on dangerous job lists because the fatality rate is so low.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I couldn't do it from a fear standpoint.
But you love money.
No, that's what I said, for $300,000.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, you can oil the bottom of my shoes too, and I'm up there.
Whoa!
I don't care. I would be up there in a second.
Oh, could you imagine how much you would annoy the office whose windows you were cleaning because your thing would be rattling against the glass because your hand is shaking so much? God damn it. Just scrape it with the squeegee.
You said annoying him that way. I was like, how long till his pants come down?
No, I was just going to say, inside, I was like, hey, you think they can see my penis?
Like you're getting kicked out of a Redskins game.
That would be me on the other side. Hey, you think they can see my penis through this window? Oh my God. No, I couldn't do it. Can I tell you so there was that story yesterday. Mm-hmm. The other story yesterday, which I couldn't do, but it did look awesome. Not that hanging off the side of the building looked awesome. Did you see the guys that were snowboarding through the vacant water park? The water park was closed for the season because of weather. And so snow had started to fill in like some of the tunnels and some of the tubes on the rides. And 3 guys went snowboarding through the empty water park. Dude, it looks amazing. Amazing to do.
Where was it?
Hold on. Snowboarders
northeast
emptying...
one where the guy was handcuffed.
No. Remember that idiot? Snowboard through water slides, skid down stairs, skip lines, and basically break every rule in a water park. You know what it doesn't say? It doesn't say where it was.
So let's just go with New Hampshire.
But it's awesome. It looks so cool. And you could see, like, they're going down, like, this big escarpment. Did I get it?
That's correct, isn't it?
Thank you.
What were you saying yesterday?
Doesn't matter. This big escarpment right down into the... Look at him. How awesome does that look? I don't know how to snowboard, but if I did, that looks great. And then can somebody explain this to me? God, by the way, I'm not even going to get anywhere close to getting through all the stuff I need to. Where is this woman? Hold on. Daytona Beach, Florida. Right?
Uh-huh.
So this woman got in trouble. She was in a building. Well, actually, she had left her child in the lobby of the apartment complex. She has been arrested for hitting and urinating on a police officer. Police were looking for her because she left her child in the lobby of an apartment complex. She's now been charged with child neglect as well as resisting an officer. It's not clear if she has an attorney yet. Her name is Jennifer Kyle, C-A-E-L. Pronounce.
Kale.
Okay. Obviously drunk.
South, yeah.
But I as a woman, and I don't mean like being ladylike, how do you piss on the cop?
I mean, was she able to like lean up against him in some fashion?
Oh, you know what? I didn't get that.
What are you thinking of?
Well,
her like taking like a running leap.
I don't understand it. Like, I can unzip my pants, pull it out, and piss, and I can at least make an arc out for, why are you making that face? Why do you gotta make that face? If you don't behave, we're not going to play a bonus round of who's going. No, but do you know what I mean? Tyler, if you were going to pee on somebody, you can just unzip your pants and make an arc and hit them. How is a chick doing that?
She's not.
So how did she pee on the cop?
She may have just gone in her pants and then it trickled over.
That's not peeing on a cop. That's making...
I bet they'd nail you for that.
She urinated on officers as they tried to put her in handcuffs.
How?
I don't know if she's resisting as they're trying to put both arms behind her back and she just bears down and she's getting shoe. I don't know. In the back of my mind, that's the picture I'm creating.
But you still have pants on.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think the definition in your mind, you're thinking she has to have her pants down. They're still getting peed on just because there's a little pants barrier.
I'm a good lawyer and can argue my way out of that.
She's been drinking. She's been holding it for a while.
So you think that seal is going?
She's breaking the seal.
And she's going.
Yes.
Because the story makes you think that she's like urinating on them.
I mean, whether you get a quarter of an ounce on you or like a Bud Light can, you're still getting peed on.
Diane's being vulgar.
Remember when I was...
you filled up that Pringles can.
How many ounces? I mean, that's big.
Yeah, no, and remember, that almost...
is not what I was bringing up.
We almost
ran out of room.
We almost had to be a good bartender and switch pints in the middle of the pour. Like, you could see, when we lidded that thing, you could see little pieces of Pringle, like just craning for air at the top of that can.
Like Jimmy's on a cone.
And I went back and forth in my head for bringing up something else, completely unrelated. But when I was pouring out those beers next to that officer in college...
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was... hitting the ground, and a few little droplets.
Right.
Were, according to
law enforcement, hitting his pant leg. He freaked out. Well, of course he did. There's urine getting on him.
No, but it was
beer.
It was beer.
Oh, beer.
So I'm saying it's still bad if it happened.
But isn't there a big difference between...
Yes. So you can eat... That officer said I was pouring it on him.
Oh, so maybe
I'm saying if there's just a little bit of urine that touches a foot, you would definitely, officer or not, law enforcement or not, say I was just urinated on.
Oh my God!
You're just trying to get her, and she's moving.
Does it change the story if she's naked?
Well, then there's no pants barrier to sop up. So then you are getting... It's a straight shot.
Where was it?
Because I just saw a second article. Daytona Beach.
Yeah. 40 days.
There you go.
That's when she's getting raped. She is an unemployed massage therapist.
Is she really? Oh, she's very limber.
My
back is arched.
She is going to get ready to go when the racers come back into town.
Here you go. Officers say Jennifer, whatever it is, was drunk and naked when they found her.
Oh.
Now that's a horse of a different color.
Now there's an arc.
There.
Tell him this. You should tell him this.
Wait, hold on. Hello.
Hey, Elliot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was just telling her I got scared one night waiting for someone in the dark, and a big lady got off a bus. All she did was bend down a little with them pants, and it looked like a rhinoceros shooting in the sky. So
I don't even know what that means.
The other girls there, they'll tell you it can be done. This is Matthew K. George. Love you, man.
Hey, love you too. Later, Matthew. Guys,
I don't understand what he was saying.
Who cares? All I imagine it now
Bend
is
down,
like when
but
they
it was
had
like a rhino?
at Bachelor High when they had the volcanoes erupting.
How'd they do that?
Wasn't that awesome?
I've never seen a volcano like that.
I haven't. Well, you've never used the right recipe.
I know I need communication and passion. But goddamn it, Lace can't read. I'm Jubilee. And I'm a huge loser.
All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some dirt next.
Elliot in the morning.
It's Elliot in the morning. All right, real quickly before we get into dirt, thank you very much to Stella Barra for coming in. They are located just right down the street at Pike and Rose, 11825 Grand Park Avenue at Georgetown Road in beautiful North Bethesda. It's Rockville. Go to stellabarra.com. They specialize in artisan-style pizzas, highlighting a range of sustainable, locally grown ingredients, unique toppings, dough-made in-house daily. Also, kids menus, seasonal patio seating will be available. Make sure you try their shaved mushroom with Gruyere pizza. Also, their house-made organic Italian sausage and a whole bunch more. They have a brand new brunch menu and weekend happy hour. So thank you very much to Stella Barra for coming in with food today. Food's fantastic. Thank you guys very much. All right, Diane. Let's get into some dirt, please.
No, it's not much. It's not quite $1.4 billion for tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot, but you can always play Mega Millions tonight.
What is it?
$15 million. Because remember they had a winner the other day.
Whatever.
I believe it was somebody in...
that's not going to cover the cost of my monogram driveway that I'll be putting in.
$15 million. So that's tonight's Mega Millions. Jerry Hall.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Mega Millions up to like 160?
It was, and that's why I think the last
somebody
winner
from
was
Staten Island won that?
I think it was somebody on Staten Island.
I can guarantee you they do not live on Staten Island anymore.
Well, maybe not anymore.
They are already gone.
But they had a nice run too where they went for a long time without a winner, but then somebody, I believe, just won
150 million, whatever.
Last week. Jerry Hall, who is the former longtime partner of Mick Jagger. She's an actress. She's a model engaged to media mogul Rupert Murdoch, making the announcements in the UK Times newspaper, which is owned by his news corporation. He is 84. She is 59. And apparently they've been dating for about 4 months or so.
Jesus.
Fourth marriage for him, and this will be the first for Hall, because even though she and Mick Jagger were together forever.
They were never married.
23 years together.
Right.
For the two of them, although they were never married.
Why is she marrying
4 kids
him?
together. I mean...
She doesn't need money.
Does she need more money? I mean...
At 84, though, I mean, maybe it's so irresistible.
Well, think about, he's got to be one of the richest men in the world, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's rich.
Mm-hmm.
But again, she's Jerry Hall.
Right.
She's not playing a guitar downstairs asking for money.
No, I know that, but I mean, we don't know, how much money is she getting from Mick Jagger?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, can I tell you what I learned yesterday? I don't know if you were going to mention David Bowie at all. I didn't know why he changed his name.
The whole monkeys thing?
Did you mention that?
I thought that was common knowledge.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. It never even dawned on me. Ever. I was reading that yesterday, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, it does make total sense, but I never knew that until yesterday.
You never heard that?
I had never heard that. Never. And I read that yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? I guess that does make sense. I had never heard that before.
Did you also see, too, how they said that he had like 6 heart attacks and they thought it was possibly liver cancer that he'd been suffering from?
See, I thought the speculation was it was pancreatic spread to liver.
Oh, okay.
And pancreatic.
You're
yeah.
done.
I mean, ask Pavarotti. You don't survive pancreatic cancer. Is it stupid that I didn't know the Davy Jones thing?
No, it's not stupid. It's just dumb.
It just never dawned on me. Never dawned on me. Did you know that, Kaylee? Yeah, thank you.
And then there was a picture, too, that was going around that I guess that his wife had taken, Iman had taken, where it's him in a suit, and I think it was taken on his birthday, which was Friday. He didn't even really look ill. So, I mean, that's why people were, to me, and that's why some people were saying, like, well, did he have another heart attack? Was it just a combination of another heart attack and the cancer? Or, what was it?
I don't know.
So, I don't know. Obviously notoriously private people, so how much is going to get released, we'll have to wait and see. They said that viewership for the Golden Globes did suffer a dip, 18.5 million people, according to Variety, which is down just under 1 million people from the ceremonies that were aired last year with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, right?
Yeah. He'll be back. He'll do it again.
State of the Union is across all of the major networks tonight, with Barack giving his final State of the Union address to Congress. Also, if that's not your thing, you can always check out, it's beforehand, the Mad TV 20th anniversary reunion is happening on the CW. That's good counter programming.
Hey, when does Alanis start her advice column? And also, who was the woman's advice column that I was following for a while?
Prudy?
No, not Dear Prudence, although she's still good. No, who was the famous person who got busted?
Yeah, it was the Elliot Spitzer.
Yeah, exactly. What was her name? Dupre?
Rachel.
Yes. That's it. She had a fantastic advice column.
Hers didn't last great. Was it Daily News or
she ended it
New York
herself.
Post?
She walked away.
Was that her name?
Rachel?
Dupree sounds right, I think.
Rachel?
Ashley.
Ashley Dupre.
Dupre, yeah.
It was good. I want Alanis's to be good. I don't know if it is.
Hers will start on January 16th.
What's today?
The advice, this is actually going to start the day before you start your 1 month weight loss challenge.
I've already started. We opened the doors today. I haven't actually started yet.
Is the blue cheese dip part of opening the doors?
Yeah, that and the chips. Ate a lot of meatballs today. That's just breakfast.
It will be in the Guardian's version of their weekend magazine.
I don't read any of those. I want to follow it though and see if it's good. I
guess they said it's kind
a
of
good advice columnist.
She's gotten a lot of praise for her just sort of talking about whatever on her podcast, and so they said this is kind of a natural thing to her.
Ashley Dupre was so good.
Charlie Sheen did an interview with the Dr. Oz show, and I guess it was part 1 that aired yesterday, obviously talking about his issues with substance abuse and his HIV diagnosis, talking about how after the Today Show interview, he had stopped drinking after it came out again. He says he basically has started and stopped for 2,000 times, but they said that he was asked by Dr. Oz to give 3 words that describe the old Charlie and 3 words to describe the current Charlie.
Okay, old Charlie. Winning.
No.
Tiger blood.
No.
Awesome.
Awesome. No. There we go.
No. Hammered, fractured, and crazy.
Right, and what's the new one?
Focused, sober, and hopeful.
Okay.
He says he's going to use his celebrity to help try to, solicit companies to help find a cure.
You know what? God bless. God bless. Hope it works.
Saw the clip just a couple of moments ago. Adele doing the carpool karaoke with James Corden is going to be airing tomorrow night. Okay. They just released a little teaser for that. In case you haven't heard, the couple who have been trying for months to sell their home in Pennsylvania, that just so happens to be the house that was portrayed as the home of serial killer character Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. They had to drop their asking price again.
What's the problem, officer?
Well, I'm investigating the death of Frederica Bimmel. Your name is?
Jack Gordon.
Mr. Gordon. Good. Well, Frederica used to work for Mrs. Lippman. Did you know her?
No, Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
It's down to $250.
By the way, will you do the entire show tomorrow under the nom de plume Frederica Bimmel? Bimmel. I'm writing it down.
Hold on, Diane's got to hit the button. We'll be right back.
On the heels of the death of Pat Harrington, a remake of the old sitcom One Day at a Time is coming to Netflix. This time, though, it's going to focus on a Cuban-American single mom with a daughter and son rather than the single mom with the two daughters that were like Bonnie Franklin and Mackenzie Phillips and Valerie Bertinelli. I believe Rita Moreno is connected to this project.
No kidding.
That's what I heard. Those are my news alerts. Also, John Krasinski as well as Guillermo del Toro Ang Lee will be joining the people with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to announce the Oscar nominations later on this week. That'll happen Thursday, 8:30 East Coast time. The Academy Awards airing ABC on February the 28th. And apparently Hank Williams Jr. doing an interview saying he has a tough time convincing people that he owns a smartphone.
I can't believe you're going to have a phone. I said, I'm a high-tech hillbilly, baby. What's wrong with you? I use it all the time. I take pictures of Civil War bullets on it. I love it. Good for songwriters. You got to have it.
Civil War bullets. Scroll.
All right, very good. Thank you, Frederica. All right, let me do this. One quick break. We'll wrap everything up next.
Ben is the greatest bachelor on the planet of history.
Elliot in the morning.